So, let's see here. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. Okay.
Cool.
Perfect. Oh my god, that took forever. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. I like to think it's because you yelled at it. You know what? That probably was what happened, Desi. I really do think I just needed to mess with combination of the capture methods. I think that was the problem. Maybe I just didn't mess with it enough.
Yeah.
Trial and error, guys. That's all it takes. So,
We good to go?
Yep, all good to go. You go ahead.
All right. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, some idiot made a Star Wars quiz. Inspired by Chicken Wolf.
Oh my goodness. It's beautiful.
Right, you ready?
I am. I'm ready. Oh, by the way, guys, how does Jono sound compared to me? Can you hear him? Is everything all good? As far as audio, Jono, if you want to talk a little bit. Sounds good? Sounds lovely? Okay, great.
Cool.
Alright, now you're good to go, sorry.
Alright, let's begin. Question 1. Who created Star Wars? Was it A. Dave Filoni, B. Kathleen Kennedy, C. George Lucas, or D. Barbara Streisand?
You know, deep in my heart, I really want it to be Barbara Streisand, because that's just funny. But I know it's George. I know it's George Lucas.
George Lucas? Final answer?
Final answer, yeah.
Correct. That my tick is coming up as a question mark. Okay. Hang on.
What's going on?
I have my own troubleshooting to do now.
Oh, okay.
Fuck's sake.
Oh no, I passed off my troubleshooting to him.
Why are my ticks turned into question marks? Oh no. Oh no. No. This won't do.
Oh no.
This won't do at all.
Oh no. Hi, Shy. Welcome on in. How are you doing?
Ah, fuck.
You sure it's not James Cameron? I'm pretty sure it's not James Cameron, Brian.
Hang on a minute.
If James Cameron made it, it would be 10 times longer than it actually is. Unnecessarily. Anyway.
Why the fuck's it done? Hang on a minute.
Hi, Allie. Hi, Allie. Welcome on in. How are you doing? Hello. It's okay, Brian. It's actually George R.R. Martin, not George Lucas, but I forgive. Mute. Honest mistake.
Shut the fuck up, Desi.
IDK, why I thought they were books first. What, Star Wars? You thought Star Wars was books first? Okay.
The first major Star Wars books did come out before the prequels.
Okay.
It was actually books that revived Star Wars in the mid to late 90s. It was you may have heard of the Thrawn trilogy. You may have heard me talk about Thrawn quite a bit.
So the books.
Yeah.
So the books inspired the prequels to come out.
Yeah, because people read them and they were like, "Oh my god, that was so good! Star Wars is cool." And then George Lucas said, "Oh yeah, Star Wars is cool," and then made it uncool. But you know,
gotcha.
we love the prequels. We love the prequels anyway.
We do. Yes. Everyone knows it was Michael Bay. It definitely was not Michael Bay hockey. There'd be way more explosions. Also, hi hockey. Welcome on in.
Also, it seems that I can't replace the question marks with ticks without going through and doing it all individually, so we're gonna have question marks.
Okay, fair enough.
Fuck. God's sake.
Chicken asked if you needed assistance. I don't know if you do.
No, it's all good. Thank you, Chicken.
Okay.
It's all good. It's because I used the little tick symbol, and I didn't realize that PowerPoint would forget that.
Gotcha.
And replace it with a question mark.
Have a good one, Urban. Thank you for being here.
Well, Urban.
I worked 4 a.m., 12:30, and then went to lunch with my dad, so I'm exhausted. Yeah, I would imagine you would be, Allie. Damn, that's quite the day. Yeah, go. You should definitely nap. But yeah. Anyway. But yeah, that's fine. We can just have the question marks. Okay. It's all good.
We're back up.
Okay. All right. So let me You're not streaming it.
Am I not? I swear
No.
I'm streaming. Oh, it closed the stream because I exited out of...
Yes.
Okay. Glad I checked your stream before continuing on.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Alright. Okay. And we're back. And I need to do that. There we go.
Lovely.
Yep. There we go. Okay, cool.
Lovely. Okay. Hello, everyone. By the way.
We're back again. Yeah, Shy says hi.
Okay. So yes, it was George Lucas who actually turned 80 this week.
Oh, well, happy birthday to him.
Dave Filoni and Kathleen Kennedy are current writers and producers of some of the new shows. So Dave Filoni made the Clone Wars and all that. Kathleen Kennedy's more involved with things like Book of Boba Fett, Obi-Wan Kenobi show, Ahsoka, things like that. And Barbara Streisand is Barbara Streisand. Okay.
As we know, yes.
Let's continue.
Okay.
Question 2. What is the surname of the Chosen One?
Okay.
Is it A, Skywalker, B, Pond Skater, C, Road Rager, or D, Man Wanker?
You really had a lot of fun making these other answers, didn't you?
This is right. I made five categories, right? And I thought at one end of the scale I will have super nerd, but at the other end of the scale I will have free. So if you don't get these first five questions, I will be surprised.
Right. The correct answer is Christ. Thanks, Quinn.
That is the wrong answer, Nicole. I'm sorry to say the answer.
No, excuse me. I was reading chat. That was not my final answer. How dare you? Oh my gosh. The correct answer is A, Skywalker. That's my final answer.
Correct.
Although Man Wanker would have been funny as well.
Man Wanker would have been very funny. Man Wanker is... I'm not elaborating. Road Rager is my dad. Pond Skater is Surskit. Skywalker is Anakin the Chosen One.
Yes.
Because Luke is not the Chosen One. Anakin's the Chosen One.
Right. I actually did know that. Are you proud of me?
Yes, very, actually. Because quite a lot of people don't.
Yep.
And here we have, Hayden Christensen in all his glory.
Yep.
We've accepted him into Star Wars again, and I love it.
Luke Manwaker. Right. Yeah, it would have been a whole different story.
He did more than just kiss his sister.
Oh my goodness. Oh. You were meant to be the chosen one. Yes, Hayden is pretty. Hayden is pretty. Yes.
Yeah, valid answer. He's aged well, that's for sure. Okay. Question 3.
Okay.
How many episodic movies have been released? A, 3, B, 6, C, 9, or D, 12?
So you're saying episodic movies, which means...
Episodic.
Which means the trilogies, which means there's 3 trilogies, which means 9. C, final answer.
Correct.
Alright.
There are 9 movies.
There are.
Because there was the original trilogy through the 70s and early 80s. Then Phantom Menace in 99, and then early 2000s had those other 2.
Yep.
And then late 2010s had the sequel trilogy.
Yes.
Here's all 9 of them.
There you go. There they are right there.
Yeah.
Welcome on in, by the way, Funnit. Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, I did get it correctly. It is 9. Just make sure, by the way, welcome on in, first of all. Second of all, make sure that you don't say the answers, like, right away in chat, because I am looking at chat as well as answering these questions.
Yeah.
So, I would appreciate it. No, you're good. No, you're totally fine. Obviously,
give your answers.
Yeah, obviously, there's these first couple questions are easy ones. But yeah, for the harder ones later down the line that I may not know, yeah,
Yeah, you can all. Everyone can give their answers in chat. This is my quiz, my rules. Everyone can give their answers in chat, but wait until you hear Miss Streamer say.
Yeah,
the answer
yeah.
first.
I was about to say, definitely.
Yeah, after you hear her say final answer, then you can put your answers in chat and also roast the shit out of her if she gets it wrong.
Please do. Yes, that's what we're doing today. Is basically I am not only learning about this, but I am going to be probably answering these a lot incorrectly. So, but yeah, no, you're all good. No, you're all good. Yeah, final. Yeah. If I say final answer, then you guys are free to also answer. So.
If you roast the quiz, but that's valid.
Yeah, no, you could definitely do that, Desi. 100%. Please do.
Just never forget the quiz master has a sword.
That is true, though. Do it at your own risk. Because he has his lightsaber and he will use it. Anyway.
See?
There it is. Look.
Wow, Desi. Okay, you get to live.
Get wrecked, dude.
And on that note,
continue.
Question 4. Who is the mortal enemy of the Jedi? Is it A, the Empire, B, the Sith, C, themselves, or D, the Quagsire?
Oh my god. Okay. I mean, I feel like it's, in my heart of hearts, I feel like it's A through C, but at the same time... Do you like that answer? But...
I was very happy when I typed that one out. The first thing that came to my brain, and I was so proud of it.
Oh my god. Okay. So... I am between B and C, but I feel like if I answer C... Okay, hang on. I'm thinking this through a little bit, just because C is really throwing me off. Alright, I'm gonna stick with B, the Sith, as my final answer. I'm gonna do that.
Correct.
Yes! Haha.
It is indeed the Sith. The Jedi could, on a kind of meta level, they were their own worst enemy, but they weren't their mortal enemy because they were very kind of self-absorbed through like 1,000 years of peace, and they just never got challenged on anything.
Right.
The Sith, of course, are their actual mortal enemy. They've been battling them for tens of thousands of years. The Empire is what happened after the Jedi were destroyed by the Sith.
Right. Yeah. That was, well, yeah, I wasn't actually gonna answer the Empire. That was more of a joke. Yeah. But yeah.
Of course.
But no, I really was between the Sith and themselves. Like, that was kind of...
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway.
And this is going on for a long time, so that's...
Yes.
That's the ancient Sith Empire from over, 10,000 years before the movies?
Oh, damn.
Yeah. They've been going at it for a long time.
Nah, it's themselves, just like me. Quinn. Oh man, I really want to sing my own worst enemy now.
and also me. Enemy. Also me. Put me against you. I'll fucking have. You got the Quagsire, of course. Put me against Yoda, I'll have him fucking anytime. My best stats are higher. I swear.
I was about to say, anytime you can add Quagsire as an answer, I'm sure that's riddled in here.
Funnily enough, it's not actually.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Because it's after when the blue background disappears, they get mostly more serious.
Okay.
Mostly.
Fair enough.
Yeah. The joke answers in the main quiz stop here, really.
Okay. Gotcha. Oh.
And they stop right here because here we have the first of our bonus categories.
Oh no. Oh,
so this is my little twist. So scattered throughout the quiz after every 4 questions,
okay,
you will be given a bonus category, and I'll explain what they are as we go.
Okay.
So your first one is Jedi or Sith. So I'm going to show you an image of a character from Star Wars, and all you have to do is tell me whether they're a Jedi or whether they're a Sith.
Oh, that's good. I like
There's no bonus points,
okay.
but these points will count towards your total.
Okay.
Someone in chat better be keeping track, because I'm not.
Do you want me to? Do you want me to keep track?
You can if you want.
I can keep track.
It's as many people can as they like. She's 4 for 4 right now.
Right.
So let's see if the trend continues.
Hold on. I'm going to get a good old-fashioned note card, and I'm gonna make a tick mark every time I get a point right.
Cool. That and Quinn's command idea both work.
I can make a quick command. Oh, that could also work. Oh, Quinn, can you do me a favor? Wifey, can you fix my !SO command? Because I realized with the new shoutout bot that I have, unless I subscribe to them, there's a cooldown of 13 minutes between shoutouts. Did not know that until the other day.
Such a specific number.
It really is, and I don't want to subscribe to the bot. So because of that, I reinstated !SO, so that way we have a backup in case we need to shout out multiple people at once. But if you can't do it, I can do it later after stream. I don't know. Anyways, I thought of that randomly. But anyway, okay, so I need a pen so I can do my 4 tick marks.
Well, Quinn can do the command. That would be possibly easier if you like.
Yep. Okay.
Whichever one you prefer.
Yeah, that. What Chicken just did. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. Because I'm pretty sure that's right, as far as the formulas.
Quinn will fix it.
So, anywho. Okay. Alright, Jedi or Sith, let's go.
You ready?
Yes.
Alright, Jedi or Sith, question 1. Obi-Wan Kenobi, Jedi or Sith?
Jedi. Final answer.
Correct.
Yay.
Obi-Wan Kenobi is a Jedi. Probably one of the purest Jedis that there have ever been.
Yep.
Count Dooku, Jedi or Sith?
Count Dooku is... Oh, pretty sure he's a bad guy. Pretty sure he's a bad guy. Alright, I'm gonna go with Sith. Final answer.
Correct.
Okay,
he was a Jedi, and he was actually... So, Obi-Wan's master was Qui-Gon.
Uh-huh.
And Qui-Gon's master was Dooku. But after Qui-Gon died, Dooku fell to the dark side and became a Sith.
I see.
So, through the movies, and this was like between Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones. So, for the majority of the movies and the shows, he's a Sith. So,
gotcha.
He counts.
Was a trick question, you dirty boy.
It could have been, but I mean, he spends most of his time in the show.
Well, that's why I second guessed myself for a second, because I was like, wait a minute. At one point, I don't think he was. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. The origin is that he was like the first fallen Jedi that wasn't Anakin, basically.
Okay. Gotcha.
And he was Yoda's Padawan, actually. I think Yoda's the last Padawan.
Thanks, Quinn.
Don't quote me on that, though. Yeah, exactly, Desi.
Ultimately because... Yeah, so, right, okay.
Yeah, he died a Sith, so...
Okay.
That's where I draw the line.
Neat.
Alright. Savage Opress, Jedi or Sith?
Ooh. I mean, he looks like a Sith to me. Just because I have the vision of Darth Maul, and he kind of looks like Darth Maul to me. Which, I mean, I don't know if they were even in the same timeline, but he looks a little bit like that, so I'm just gonna... What does a Sith look like? Huh? Listen! Listen! I could be very wrong here, but that's all I have to go on, Desi, because I have no idea who this is. I have no clue who this is. So I literally have just the picture to go off of. So
yeah, it could be worth putting in the title that there will be spoilers. There will be spoilers for Star Wars lore.
Oh, that's true. Maybe I should do that.
Mod can do it. It's fine.
I was about to say, if someone could say spoilers somewhere in the title. Anyway. Okay, I'm gonna go with Sith. Final answer.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
And honestly, your line of thinking was pretty good, because that's Darth Maul's brother.
Ha! See?
Yeah, that's Maul's little brother.
Okay. Alright. Well, see, I was on the right track then. Okay, cool. Good.
Yeah. And finally, in this category, Eith Koth, Jedi or Sith?
Oh. Well, I mean, from what he's wearing, a lot of Jedi do wear, like, the brown cloaks over the head and the light tan shirts. Because, again, I have no idea who this is, so I have to just mainly go off of how they look. So I think on that alone, I think I'm going to say that Eith Koth is a Jedi. Final answer.
Nicole, you're 8 for 8.
Hey, I did it!
Yeah,
Hey.
Eith Koth is a Jedi Master that I don't know too much about personally.
Mm-hmm.
The most sort of standout thing about him is that he actually didn't die during Order 66.
Oh.
He actually survived that, which was quite impressive.
I was about to say, that is very impressive, considering.
And his species, so he's the same species as Maul and Savage, and they're usually way too aggressive and dark-sidey to be Jedi.
Right.
But if they could, but you know,
Yeah.
if some can channel it, they can be they can all be Jedi. I mean, walking potatoes can be Jedi, just very bad ones.
Yeah, they I don't know if they would utilize the Force very well. But who knows? Maybe they could.
Well, it wasn't his Force powers. It was just his complete psychopathy and his obsession with the droid attack on the Wookiees.
Ah, I see.
That was the issue with Potato.
Gotcha. Welcome on in, Koopa. Hello. Hi.
Hello, Cooper.
Welcome. Are we having issues, Quinn? Are we good? Oh. Invalid variable. Uh-oh. All right, I'll let you guys I'll let you continue to work. Sorry.
Yeah. You got this, Quinn.
You got it,
All
Quinn.
right, so
I believe. Anyway.
So that is your first of 5 bonus categories, and they will be scattered throughout the rest of this quiz.
Okay.
And they will all be different. All be different kinds of questions.
All right. I'm not touching anymore. Okay, fair enough, Quinn. Like I said, I can deal with it after stream. I'll figure it out. Okay.
Back to your next set of normal questions.
Okay.
Question 5. Who became the Galactic Emperor? Was it A, Anakin Skywalker, B, Firmus Piet, C, Wilhuff Tarkin, D, Sheev Palpatine?
Okay. I only recognize 2 names on this list. So, I don't know if that narrows it down for me, or if I am not going to know the name and therefore will answer incorrectly. But pretty sure it wasn't Anakin. So I'm eliminating him completely. As far as the other 3, the only other name that I recognize is Palpatine. And I'm pretty sure that he was Emperor at one point in time. So, I mean, I might regret this, but I'm gonna go with Palpatine and have that be my final answer.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that was Emperor Palpatine.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah, the Emperor was Palpatine.
Okay.
Formerly Chancellor Palpatine. Anakin Skywalker, during the Galactic Empire, became Darth Vader.
Right.
Firmus Piet was an admiral. Was a very devious admiral during that. And I don't know, you remember, you've seen the original trilogy, right?
No.
You haven't?
No.
Okay. Never mind then.
Yeah.
I
don't care. Honestly, I don't care if you spoil things for me. Because, I mean, I
Yeah,
will
it's
watch
just you
them
wouldn't-
eventually, so...
He's a very gaunt-faced guy who was in charge of the massive Star Destroyer, like the massive one.
Gotcha.
Until an A-wing ship flew through his control bridge and hit him in the face, basically.
Gotcha.
He didn't survive that one. Wilhuff Tarkin is Grand Moff Tarkin, so he's the guy who was in charge of the Death Star in A New Hope.
Oh, I see. Lies and slanders, Padme. Dude, can you imagine?
And then, of course, you have Emperor Sheev Palpatine.
Mm-hmm. Such a scary motherfucker. Such a scary motherfucker.
Mighty evil right there.
Mm-hmm. Trick question, it's Emperor Quagsire? Nope, Desi's right. It's Emperor Quagsire.
True. Question 6. Which order wipes out the Jedi? Was it A, Order 49? B, Order 66? C, Order 101? Or D, Order 3423?
First of all, I am disappointed that there's not an Order 69 on here. Secondly...
See, I was gonna put that, but then I already put Order 49, so I thought, I can't have 9 in there twice, can I?
True, fair enough. Understandable.
Just for the sake of funny answer.
Yeah, understandable. But in fact, the answer is B, Order 66. Final answer.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep, and here's where someone in chat can prove themselves to be more knowledgeable about Star Wars than me. Order 49 and Order 101 do exist. I just don't know what they do.
Oh, interesting.
Yep, I don't know what they do.
It was the Taco Bell.
So the way it works. Yes. It's the order that made all the clones go out in order to Taco Bell.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
all the.
That's definitely Order 3423 is the Taco Bell.
Yeah. That's on a very late
night. But yeah, I didn't know about the 49 and 101. I didn't know those were actual ones. That's cool.
Yeah, Quinn's on it. There are 150 contingency orders given to the clones.
Okay.
And Order 66 was framed as, in the case of the Jedi getting out of hand, the clones would neutralize them.
Ah, I see.
If they were a threat to the democracy, which Palpatine was able to get away with because the Jedi technically tried to assassinate him.
Gotcha.
So all Mace Windu's fault. Fucking idiot.
I'll order number 3 with a large fry, please. Okay, Desi, I'll get right on that. Do you want a milkshake as well?
And there it was. Order 66 being given to the clones.
There you go. There it is. For
Question
democracy! Sorry.
For democracy!
Okay. Alright.
Mace did everything wrong. He's awful. The only reason that people love Mace Windu is because he is Samuel L. Jackson. That's it. Other than that, he's a complete arse.
Alright.
Okay.
Next
question 7.
Yes.
Who was the master of Palpatine? Was it A, Darth Sidious? B, Darth Tenebrous? C, Darth Plagueis? Or D, Darth Vader?
Oh. Okay. This is another situation where I know only 2 names. So,
Which 2?
Sidious and Vader. Those are the 2 that I recognize. The other 2, I have no idea who they are. So, again, that might hinder me, it might not, who knows. But I'm pretty sure it's not Vader. So, I'm gonna go with Darth Sidious. Final answer.
Nicole.
Am I incorrect?
Did you ever hear The Tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise.
No, I did not.
It's not a story the Jedi will tell you.
Oh, okay.
Do you not remember? You know
No, I
that
actually
copy
don't.
pasta?
No, I really don't.
You really don't know the Darth Plagueis copy pasta?
I really don't.
Have you never? Oh, come on!
No. No.
I have spammed it at Fredo so
Have
many
you?
times at this point.
Okay,
Yes.
I don't remember.
It is.
Jono
it is
says
one of
it all the
biggest,
time. I'm sorry!
It is probably like the most famous prequel meme out there, apart from maybe like.
Well, now I feel... Anyway, go ahead. Continue.
It's alright. So I'll explain it. So Darth Sidious is Palpatine.
Fuck!
So you were.
That's why I
kind of along
recognize the
right
name!
track.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah, so
All
that
right.
is him. And then Darth Vader was his apprentice, Anakin,
Yes.
of course.
Yeah.
Darth Plagueis, right here. This guy.
Uh-huh.
He was Palpatine's master.
Okay.
And Darth Tenebrous was Darth Plagueis' master.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So because Sith follow the rule of two.
Okay.
So there can only be two at a time, a master and an apprentice, and when the apprentice is powerful enough to be the top dog Sith, they're able to kill the master.
I see.
And the cycle continues, and they just grow more powerful and more powerful. And
Okay.
Palpatine was kind of the combination of that, and the combination was going to be Anakin.
Right.
But then, he lost a few limbs.
Yeah, the things happened. Yep.
Yeah, things didn't go according to plan.
Yeah. Well, okay. Now I'm...
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay. I'm sorry.
So knowing the tale, it's okay. Not
Yeah.
Yeah, Quinn. So the tale of Darth Plagueis the Wise. Oh yeah, they know they're training their own killer. They know that.
Yeah.
Because if the Sith know they can't live forever. And they don't like the idea of dying of old age.
Hi and bye, Sam. Thank you for coming in and saying hi. I really appreciate it. And thanks for being first.
Yeah. So yeah, this was all leading up for their plan to sort of stay in the shadows and eventually overthrow the Jedi, because if one Sith could become powerful enough through that knowledge being passed down and then just getting stronger and stronger and stronger,
Yeah.
then eventually they could destroy the Jedi, which they did.
Right.
And like I say, it was supposed to culminate with them having the chosen one as a Sith, because he was the only being alive who was more powerful than Palpatine at that point, because Yoda was equal.
Okay.
But then Anakin lost a lot of his power.
Right.
Through, losing 3 limbs.
Through the loss of limbs.
Yes.
Yep. Makes sense.
Alright, so question 8, your first sequence question.
Okay.
Who is the supreme leader of the First Order?
Oh no.
Is it A, Kylo Ren, B, Armitage Hux, C, Enric Pride, or D, Sheev Palpatine?
Okay. I know it's not Kylo Ren because that's in the later movies, and I think at that point there wasn't a First Order. Armitage Hux and Enric Pride. I don't know those names off the top of my head. I probably will click once you tell me. But it's Def Kylo Ren because he's hot. No, Quinn, I can't answer. Can't answer just because he's hot. That's not... I can't base my questions off of the fact that Adam Driver is a good-looking man.
That's true.
Anyways, I'm pretty... I don't know why, but B is really, like, coming at me. Like, I feel like it might be B. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with B, final answer.
B, final answer?
Yeah.
Quinn's logic may be flawed, but they aren't wrong. It was Kylo Ren.
No way! Really? Fuck!
Yeah.
What? Wait, I thought you said it was from the I thought it was part of. I thought that was the
First
prequel
Order
trilogy.
didn't die.
Oh
No,
shit.
the First Order's the sequels.
Ah, fuck, you're right. I thought you said it was
Because the prequels,
Yeah.
because the main orders in the trilogies is because prequels is the Jedi Order.
Yeah.
The original is the Empire, and then the sequels is the First Order.
I guess the first threw me off because I was thinking that First Order was the prequels. Ah, fuck me. Oh well.
Yeah, no, that's just what they called it.
Okay. Well, damn.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And
okay.
Palpatine founded it. No, he didn't. It was actually so B wasn't too far off.
Okay.
Because Armitage Hux was a very important part, and his father Brendel Hux was the founder of the First Order.
Oh, so
because
that was
he was
really
a
close.
very
Okay.
Yeah, so he was very loyal to Palpatine when even like to the point where even after Palpatine died,
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of planning in the background from the Imperial remnants that you see in Mandalorian.
Oh, gotcha.
That will long term result in the First Order.
Okay, got it. Okay. Yeah, no, the First Order threw me off. I think that was the thing. That photo.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was Ben Swallow. That was he's a Supreme Leader, Ben Swallow.
Okay. All right.
This brings this.
All right.
That was deep. No, he was the Sith Eternal Emperor, so he was. Well, that's what he became in the sequels.
Yeah, I knew Palpatine wasn't it.
Yeah.
So I eliminated him right away. But yeah, fuck.
Yeah, that was the First Order's goal.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't mean that he was the Supreme Leader. See, the best part, Connor, is I grabbed specifically a low quality JPEG for this to make it funny, and then I stretched him out sideways.
Brilliant.
You can DM me, Quinn, if you want, and then I'll let you know whether that would be a question down the line or not.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay.
If you want to message me on Discord, what are you thinking? And while they're doing that, it is. Hello.
Hi, Anna. Welcome on in. How are you? This is
timing.
This is Kylo Ren right here, aka Adam Driver, but it is Kylo Ren.
Yep.
That's Nikki. No, it's not. Hockey, shut up.
Yeah, Nikki's boobs are bigger than that. What the fuck?
That is true. I have way bigger boobs. If we could get a shout out for Anna, that would be great. Thank you. But Anna, I hope you're doing well.
That will not be a spoiler.
Oh, what Quinn sent you as in a spoiler? Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So it's up to them if they put it in chat.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, it's time for your next bonus category.
Woohoo!
Yeah, Quinn was thinking Snoke because technically Supreme Leader Snoke was.
Oh. Okay.
Until halfway through episode 8, but then after he died, it was Kylo Ren.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And, I focus on the end of these things.
I was about to say, because, yeah, Snoke sounded familiar when you said that. I was like, that sounded familiar. So,
yeah, he was a failed disaster of a Palpatine clone.
I see.
Who was voice acted by Gollum.
That's right! Yeah.
Yeah. Andy Serkis.
Yep, Andy Serkis.
I'm so glad he got a real role in Andor.
I love that, man.
So glad.
He's such a good actor.
That was so good in Andor as well, but I'm getting off topic.
Sorry.
If I went on a tirade about how good Andor is, we'd be here all fucking night.
That is true. Oh my gosh.
So yes, bonus category, The Elder. Gotcha. So I'm going to show you 2 side-by-side pictures of Star Wars characters.
Okay.
Well, mostly. And all you have to do is tell me which one of them is older.
Oh no. Okay. Got it.
So, for your first question,
Okay.
who's older,
Oh.
Padme Amidala or Leia Organa?
Oh, wait. Yeah, because obviously we know which actress is older.
But which character?
But which character is older? Okay. So, all right. So Padme is from the prequel series, and then Leia, of course, from the original trilogy. So, in that mindset, Padme would be older. So, Padme, final answer.
You are correct.
Yes.
I think I forgot to put the ticks on this one. I did. Okay.
Oh.
So I'll explain. We'll go back to this and explain it quick. It's a simple explanation. Padme is Leia's mum.
Right. I actually forgot
Because
that.
the twin, because Padme's
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
twins are Luke and Leia.
Luke and Leia. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, Quinn.
Yes.
All right. So next,
Okay.
who's older,
Oh.
Audra Press or Maul?
Okay, so I remember you saying that these two were related. I think you said they were brothers, if I remember correctly from earlier. But that doesn't give me any information on who's older. So, how's the quiz going? It's going really well. I'm actually doing a lot better than I thought I would. I have missed
For now.
I have missed a question or two. I probably should be, since the because Quinn is
not working.
Yeah, I was about to say the command wasn't working, so I only have 5 tick marks. I've definitely answered more than 5 correctly though, haven't I? Because we're on question.
Let's go back and check if you like.
Yeah, because I only have 5 here, so
let's just go back and check. So
only 2 wrong?
This is 5.
Quinn,
so this is 5.
Yeah, Quinn says 6. I only got 2 wrong.
Okay, Quinn's keep track.
Okay. All right, Quinn. Yeah, if you keep track, that would be great. I would appreciate that. I mean, because I don't want to have to try and remember to add tick marks when I answer questions. I'm keeping track. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we saw this late. Quinn, stream delay.
My hands are up. My hands are up. I swear. I won't do it.
Okay. Stream delay.
IDK, how many total questions there are so far, though? We're on this. So this was after question 8, right? This bonus round.
But there is so this is question 14.
Okay.
Technically. Well, you say that she's only got 2 wrong, so.
Right.
So basically, it's however many she's got right plus 2.
Okay.
That's what we're on, Quinn. Or unless you're only tracking the wrong answers.
All right. So now I need to figure out who's older out of these 2, which
yes,
I have no context for. So, well, I mean, I have some context because Darth Maul was in the Darth Maul was in the prequels. So. But I have no idea where Savage Opress is in the timeline, because he looks animated here, and I have not seen any of the Star Wars animated series. So, they are related, and I figured that out. And by I figured that out, I mean I heard Jono say it, and I remembered it now. But it's not helping me with who's older.
You did kind of say they were brothers.
Yeah, because they looked similar. So I'm gonna go with. I'm just gonna stick with what I know, and I'm just gonna go with Darth Maul being older, and that's just gonna be my final answer.
And that is correct.
Oh, thank God.
Darth Maul is older. So
okay.
When you see animation, this is all canon stuff. Well, most of it's canon stuff anyway, at least for now.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get into extended universe with the much harder questions. Don't you worry.
Yay.
Yes, Connor. Connor did notice that little Freudian slip of mine. I accidentally said that Savage was Maul's little brother.
Did you really? Oh, I didn't even catch that. Oh, it's a good thing that I didn't catch that. Yeah.
I was glad you did. Because I said it, and then in my head I was like, oh, shit.
Well, you know, there we go. At least I am not paying attention to key things. Just in case.
So yeah, the story behind it, the TLDR version is Maul gets lopped in half by Obi-Wan.
Mm-hmm.
And Savage isn't introduced until the Clone Wars, because any animation, pretty much every animation in Star Wars is after Episode 1.
Okay.
Well, almost every show is after Episode 1, apart from Tales of the Jedi.
Okay.
And The Acolyte, which is upcoming.
Right.
That's also before.
Okay.
That's not out yet.
Gotcha.
So, because Maul was sensed to still be alive, because his hatred kept him alive for 10 years with only his top half.
Oh fuck.
That's how Darksiders survive lightsabers while lightsiders don't. That's the explanation.
Because of their hatred?
Yeah, the hatred keeps them alive.
Hatred keeps them alive? That's insane.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Good to know. This
Yeah,
is
Savage
unrelated, but
then-
Jono has such a great voice and accent. Yes, he does.
Oh, stop it. Stop it.
Yes, he does. I agree, Anna.
Stop
Alright,
So
well,
yeah,
cool.
after Savage, when Savage finds Maul, Maul takes him on as his apprentice, and they become a Sith rival to Darth Sidious.
Okay.
Which, if you've seen, and since you've seen the movies,
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty easy to figure out. Not a big spoiler. They don't win.
Right. Yeah.
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 Mm.
Also, I definitely said Savage instead of Savage, so sorry.
Oh, it's fine. That's an easy one. I won't correct you on that. Okay, next one. Who's older, Rex or Omega?
Okay. Well, again, like I said earlier, I have not seen any of the animated Star Wars series, so because of that, I'm at a bit of a pickle here. Ooh. I mean, I don't... Hey, Nikki, is it NCIS that you like? Yes. Yes, it is. Skittles! Hello, Skittles. Welcome in. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Okay. So... I mean, going off of, like, their names, considering, you know, Greek alphabet, all that jazz, I'm gonna go... because that's all I have to go on. I think, I'm gonna go with Rex being older. Final answer.
Incorrect.
Damn
and
it.
I love how you didn't even focus on how they look at all.
I mean, looks can
Like,
be
for a second,
deceiving.
the fact-
Looks
Yeah.
can be deceiving. You know.
So let me paint the picture for you.
Thank
right?
you.
So these are both clones.
Okay.
And the majority of clones have accelerated aging. So every year, most clones age 2 years, which is like Rex.
Okay.
There are only 2 known clones, who I believe are the first 2 clones,
Okay.
or at least 2 of the very first clones, that do not have accelerated aging. The first is Boba Fett.
Mm-hmm.
The second is Omega.
Oh. Okay. Gotcha.
So she doesn't have accelerated aging.
Right. Okay. Well, yeah.
She also does the Ahsoka thing annoyingly well, where when she's first introduced, she's an absolute little shit who I couldn't stand, but then by the end, but then as she went, I was just like, oh fuck, I love her now. Please don't let this child get hurt. She's great.
Aged by 2 years? Yeah, I don't want to live in the Star Wars world, thanks.
Oh, you really don't want to be a clone, mate.
No, I would not want to
be a clone.
No, I wouldn't want to be a clone.
Aging 2 years in a year is the least of their problems. But we'll get on to that later.
Yeah, I would imagine so. But, I mean, it is still a problem. Yeah. That would kind of suck.
And, finally...
Yes.
Who's older? Grogu? Or you?
Oh my god! Me or Grogu? That's funny. Okay, well, for context, I am 31 years of age.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, Grogu is baby, but I don't know how baby he is, considering, you know, I don't have much intimate knowledge on Grogu's species. So...
Neither does the Star Wars community.
Fair enough. I know it, host, I know. Phone a friend!
Phone a friend.
I highly doubt... I highly doubt I'll get phone a friend, Quinn.
I will let you deliver the answer once Nikki has given her final answer.
Okay, I'm going to say that Grogu is older than me. And that's going to be my final answer.
Take it away, Quinn. We will wait for what they say in chat.
Is Grogu older? Am I correct? Yeah, this could be actually Grogu is 100 years old. That's what I was thinking, Skittles. That's why I said it. The child is 50, he's older. I did it!
Yep. The child is in his early 50s.
Yep. I was gonna say, I had a feeling. I had a feeling that was a trick question.
Amazingly, they are full. Here's a fun one. They're called the Yoda species. We don't even have a technical... we don't have an actual name for the species yet.
Yeah, I was supposed to say, I didn't think so. But then again, yeah.
Considering Yoda died in his mid to late 900s,
yeah,
they age incredibly slowly.
Right. I would not have guessed you're 31, to be honest. Yeah, I'm 31. Yep. Hi, Chris. Welcome on in, Chris. How you doing?
Welcome to the torture session.
31-year club, rise up. Yeah, Anna, let's go.
Alright. Back to a little bit of normality.
Okay.
And we're gonna bump up the difficulty just a little bit more.
Yay, medium questions.
Question 9. Who are the clones based on?
Oh.
A. Obi-Wan Kenobi. B. Nala Se. C. Jango Fett. D. Count Dooku.
Oh. Okay. Well, Jango Fett could be... I mean, but Boba Fett is a clone. I was about to say Jango Fett could be related to Boba Fett, but they're... I guess that could make them both clones. But I'm just going off of the fact that the character has the last name Fett, so... Nala Se, I have no idea who that is. I'm pretty sure it's not Obi-Wan that the clones are based off of. I feel like that's not a thing. So... I feel like it's either B or D. And I'm trying so hard to... Well, because the Clone Wars were from the Sith side, right? I think, possibly. Obviously, you don't have to answer me, Jono.
The Sith controlled it, yeah.
Right, so yeah, Nala Se could be a member of the Sith, and I just don't know.
It was Palpatine's master plan.
So I think I am gonna go with Count Dooku. Final answer.
That is wrong.
Damn it!
And you were getting somewhere when you said Boba Fett.
Oh, fuck! No!
Because the reason that Boba Fett was the first clone and before Omega came along recently in the lore, the only unaltered clone, is because they're based on the Fett DNA, which is Jango Fett. And Jango wanted a son.
Oh man.
So instead of, making a natural son, because he was being used for the clone army anyway, he had a personal clone.
Just made
as a
his
big part of the payment.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I had watched Book of Boba Fett, would I have known that and figured that out?
No.
Okay, because I was gonna say I did not watch that one, so.
No, that's from. Well, it's slightly referenced in Mandalorian, but mostly you'd know from Attack of the Clones.
Okay, all right. So that's just because
that's where it's all explained.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. No,
all right,
Count Dooku. Count Dooku was at the time Palpatine's apprentice.
Right.
And he, in his last days as a Jedi, just before he fell, he commissioned the clone army.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Along with a different Jedi called Cypher-Dyas.
Okay, so they were the moneybags of the operation kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obi-Wan was the Jedi who discovered the clones.
Right.
Because they managed to keep it they managed to keep the Jedi's own army a secret from them for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And Nalse is a Kaminoan. So, one of the head scientists who created the clones.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Damn.
There's Jango Fett.
Crap.
Our God, Lord, and Savior himself, Tomoda Morrison. One of my favorite people on the planet. I love that man so much.
See, this is great because I'm learning and recalling stuff, which I figured I would recall stuff. Hopefully, going through all this, and then also learn because I do enjoy watching Star Wars movies and shows. I do enjoy watching the content. But yeah, no, I'm not as well versed in everything like you are. So.
Yeah, well, that's because I grew up on it. Because my dad is a pretty big Star Wars fan.
Right.
So I was kind of indoctrinated into this little cult, and I love it here. It's great.
Yeah. It's a pretty fun universe to explore.
Now I have surpassed him.
Yep.
I don't plan on murdering him, but I have surpassed him. And any child I have, I hope will surpass me without the murder part.
Yes, obviously. Yeah, we don't want that to happen. No.
Question 10.
All right.
Which legion of the clones does Anakin Skywalker command?
Oh. Okay.
Is it A, the 501st,
Mm.
B, the 222nd, C, the 69th, or D, he doesn't?
Oh no, there's a he doesn't option. Okay.
And there's your 69 joke. That's why I didn't do it earlier.
Fair enough. Yeah.
That was the real reason I didn't do it earlier, because I was like, I did it later.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I couldn't say that.
No, this makes for this. Yeah, no, this was a good fit for that. But this is much better to put in for. Yeah, good for you. Okay. So. Yeah, the he doesn't is gonna throw me off. Okay, so. All right, so since Anakin. Okay, so since Anakin was apprenticed to Palpatine, then maybe Palpatine would have entrusted him with the clones, or even Okay.
Well, do you want a hint?
Maybe, yes.
That wasn't up to him. That was up to the Jedi. I remember Anakin was still a Jedi at this point.
Oh.
Palpatine wasn't his master yet. It was still Obi-Wan.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because this was... Okay. So I was in the wrong part of the timeline. Okay. Thank you for that.
You were a bit too late.
Yep. Okay, so... Yeah, so if the Jedi did want him to command a legion of clones... That seems like something that they would want to do to possibly infiltrate. I can't talk. Shit. Yeah, that he doesn't is really just messing with my head. Alright, I'm gonna go with gonna go with... Okay. Alright, I need to stop overthinking. Okay. I'm gonna go with... I'm gonna go with the 501st, a final answer.
What? Ignore that.
What happened?
I don't know if you did. I forgot I had some unusual memes tab.
Oh.
With nominations, and I picked one. But I didn't know if you could hear it through the and Bombastic
No, I didn't.
playing.
No,
So
I
was
didn't.
like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Okay, thank God.
You're good.
So yeah, you were correct.
I am? Okay,
It's
cool.
the 501st.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay.
So that was Captain Rex's boys.
Okay.
It was the iconic blue painted clones.
Mm-hmm.
That is the 501st. They're the ones who attack the Jedi Temple.
Gotcha. Okay. I see.
And they were the best of the best.
Okay.
Don't really have much info on the 222nd or 69th. They did exist, but there's just not much info on them. They were just numbers I pulled out of a hat, basically.
Yeah, sure. No, that makes sense.
All right.
Does that mean you prepared a response for it if you were asked why there wasn't a 69th option on the other question?
Well, I wasn't gonna spoil my own quiz.
Yeah, no. Also, guys, like I said, if I'm missing stuff, unless you guys are mostly just talking to yourselves, just at me in chat, because I am, trying my best to focus on answering these correctly, because I'm hoping to impress Jono with my knowledge.
Yes, and the answer to that, Connor, was that I put 49th in the other question, so I didn't, want 9 twice.
Right. Makes sense.
Okay. Question 11.
Okay.
Which planet in the galaxy's core is the Senate located on?
Oh.
Is it A, Camino, B, Coruscant, C, Felucia, or D, Nalhutta?
See, I knew planet names were gonna come up. And I knew...
Indeed they were.
And I knew that was going to be a tough category for me, because all I remember is Tatooine.
Which is valid, yeah.
Because they always seem to go back to Tatooine.
They always go to Tatooine. Dude, Ahsoka was the first show that they've done since Disney took over which didn't go to Tatooine.
That's really funny.
It took until Ahsoka for them to not go to fucking Tatooine. And there's a season 2 of that coming out. Oh wait, no, I don't think Andor did actually. No, Andor didn't. That was the first one.
I was about to say, I don't remember Andor going to Tatooine though.
But again, that's got a second season coming out. So
right. Yeah.
They could do it.
You're cute. Damn it, Hockey. You got me. Okay. So. I feel like Coruscant is a name that I have heard before. I mean, I assume all of these were mentioned throughout the franchise. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Coruscant is really speaking to me. Cause yeah, I don't remember much about the other ones, but that one sounds the most familiar. So, I think I'm gonna go with B, Coruscant, and have that be my final answer.
Your gut's right on.
Really?
It is Coruscant.
Nice.
Yep, and you probably remember it from Andor.
Probably. Yeah.
Because it's the big cities. It's the planet with the big cities.
Yeah.
And in this one, the Jedi Temple.
Nice.
Yeah, obviously in Andor that wasn't there anymore.
Right. Yeah.
So Camino is where they made the clones.
Okay.
Nalhutta is where Jabba the Hutt is from.
Oh. Okay.
And Felucia, I would rather die than live there.
Is it bad? I assume.
Because that is... Oh yes, that is a planet where... You know how they had like 3 different giant beasts in the arena?
Yeah.
On, like... in that arena, the sand arena.
The sand arena, yeah.
In Attack of the Clones.
Yes.
Pretty sure they're all from Felucia.
Felucia. Oh. Yikes.
And that's not the worst part about Felucia. It's also stinking hot, really humid. There are many flesh-eating diseases there that you can catch really easily. It's an absolute hellhole. I would really not want to be there.
I would definitely not want to be there. Now I feel sad that I missed the earlier questions. Well, Chris, I do plan to highlight this and have it just be on my channel, so hopefully you can go back and watch the other ones. Coruscant's croissant, get them fresh at the corner, 1st and 3rd Street.
Oh my! on which level of Coruscant, Chicken Wolf? There's hundreds of levels on Coruscant, and there are over 1 trillion people who live on the planet.
That's so funny. Also, hi Mino, welcome on in. How you doing?
And the levels of Coruscant go so deep that there are people who on like the lower levels who believe the sun is a myth because they have never seen natural light.
Jesus Christ.
Level 300, that's pretty far down.
Yeah. That's a lot of levels down to go get a croissant. I don't know if that's worth it.
Yeah. Try not to get stabbed on the way.
Wee fun.
Alright. Question 12.
Okay.
Now this one,
I
am expecting you get right. Who is the Chancellor of the New Republic?
Okay.
Is it A, Cassian Andor, B, Leia Organa, C, Mon Mothma, or D, Saw Gerrera?
Okay. Chancellor of the New Republic.
So the New Republic is basically what the rebellion turns into after the fall of the Empire.
Okay, so we're talking the most
like
recent
Mandalorian.
The most recent trilogy and on kind of timeline, right?
Most recent, like the sequel trilogy and just before, so like Mandalorian, Ahsoka.
Okay.
Those kind of eras.
Yeah. In that case, because yeah, it's definitely not Cassian. So we can go ahead and just yeah, in that case, I'm gonna go with, because the last name I have no idea. C sounds familiar, but I don't know why. And obviously B is Leia, so I'm gonna go with B, Leia, final answer.
That is incorrect.
Fuck! Is it C?
It is Mon Mothma.
That's why it's familiar, because it's the answer to this question! Ah, shit.
Yep.
No, I was between the two of them.
Recognize her now?
Yes, I do.
Do you remember her now?
I do.
Genevieve O'Reilly.
Fuck. Yep. Now.
Obviously, you know who Cassian is.
Yeah.
Apart from Leia, they were all in Andor, which is why I was expecting better from you. Saw Gerrera is the extremist played by Forrest Whitaker.
Oh, okay. That's Forrest Whitaker's character.
He's a very much an extremist.
Yeah. Damn it. That's why C sounded... Well, and I was between Leia and Mon, too. Ah, God.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, no, Mon Mothma is one of the best parts of that show.
That is true. She was really good. Fuck. Okay.
I love how Genevieve O'Reilly.
She's a really great actress. She, like I said, she did wonderful in the series.
Yeah, she just owns it so well. She's fucking wonderful. I can't wait to see more.
Didn't remember her character's name, which is totally fine. This is gonna make me watch everything again. I hope you realize. This is gonna make me want to watch everything again, and actually watch the original trilogy, since I have not done that.
God, you really need to.
I know.
It's iconic.
I know.
Bye, Quinn.
I think I'm gonna. Bye, Quinn. So that's 5 incorrect. Okay, I have to head out. Okay. So I'm gonna have
get your tallies on. Get your tally going.
Okay. Okay, so we're on question 12, and I have 5 incorrect, so that means...
Plus 8, so it's 20. So you're on 15 at the moment.
So I have 15 correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so, alright.
Because, of course, the bonus categories.
Right. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking of bonus categories, so thank you. All right, cool. All right, I have
Speaking of which...
I have my 15 tick marks. I'm good. Okay. Bonus category.
Speaking of which... Star Wars?
Star Wars.
So, in this bonus category, I'm going to show you an image.
Okay.
And you have to tell me whether or not this image is actually from Star Wars.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right. I think I'll be okay. Hopefully. All right.
Just the result levels? Yeah, I'm going for one from level 3, thank you. Definitely the safest. There's way less gangs down there. Alright.
Alright.
Here's your first picture. Is this Star Wars?
I'm pretty sure it is, because I think this image, if I remember correctly, I could be wrong. I think this image is from the Solo spin-off movie. I think. Because I'm pretty sure this was like in the trailer or something, or in like one of the commercials that I saw when that movie came out, which I also did not see. But anyway, but yes is my answer. That was a long roundabout, but yes.
You are correct. You're dead wrong in how you got there.
Okay.
But you are correct.
Well, that's fine then.
It is, in fact, Star Wars.
Okay.
This is Max Rebo, and he is one of the main members of the Cantina Band.
Oh. So he wasn't in the commercials for the Solo.
No, he wasn't in
spin-off?
any of the commercials for Solo.
I see.
He's part of the Cantina Band from the original trilogy.
Okay, maybe I mistook something else then, because like there were
Yes,
points
you did.
where he was like they were meeting up somewhere, and I guess maybe I thought that he was one of the people like around where they met up.
No.
But oh well. All right, that's
like,
fine.
What the
You know
fuck
what?
is she on about?
You know what? That's fine. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. I got it, and that's what matters.
Yeah, you managed to get there.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Next picture. Star Wars?
Oh no. Oh no. See, this is bad because, like I said, I've never seen any of the animated content, so this could be it. This could be, but I don't know. It looks too. Is it bad of me to say that it looks too anime to be Star Wars?
Not at all.
Because I think it looks too anime to be Star Wars.
Yeah, chicken. This background was not supposed to look like this. It was supposed to be offset black and white.
Oh.
I don't know why. I have no idea why it's gone yellow.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure why I would either. Okay.
I think it defaults to yellow because I noticed it in the Jedi or Sith category as well. Because I thought I was going crazy because I was like, I swear that I did a green to red radio. Great, not green to yellow.
Okay.
For some reason, it's just defaulted to yellow, and I don't know why.
Alright, I think I'm going to say that this is indeed not Star Wars.
And that would be incorrect.
It is Star Wars? Fuck.
This is Star Wars. This is from the anthology series Star Wars Visions.
Okay.
So that's the non-canon series
Okay.
where they effectively expanded the IP
Okay.
to a selection of different international animation studios. So there was this one. There are some from Japan, China, Korea, UK, Brazil, etc., etc., etc. The Wallace and Gromit guys did one actually, and it was really good.
That's fun. Okay.
Really, really good.
Yeah, so me saying that it was too anime for Star Wars, that wasn't too far off since
it wasn't flawed. It wasn't flawed logic. It wasn't.
Yeah. Okay.
Because this was by an anime studio. This was the first episode of Visions.
Okay. Dang.
It was really good.
Okay, I don't feel too bad for not getting that one because of the fact that it was like an anthology rather than like an actual part of the series canon thing.
Yeah.
But still. Oh well.
Yeah, no, I do love Visions, to be honest. It's so far from perfect, but it is just, I love seeing 18 so far different studios have their own takes on Star Wars.
That is
it's
pretty
really,
cool.
really good.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Is that on Disney Plus too, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, here's your next image.
Yep.
Star Wars?
I know this is Star Wars because this was so much fun. I love this episode of The Mandalorian. It was hilarious that these two were part of the Star Wars universe. I love that they got Lizzo and Jack Black to be in the fucking Mandalorian. It made me
fucking married couple.
It made me so happy.
This broke my brain. This episode.
So,
it broke my mind completely.
This is in fact Star Wars, and I love that it was Star Wars.
Yeah, it is Mandalorian season 3, episode 8. Fucking Dot. The main villain of that episode was the fucking Doctor from Back to the Future.
From literally Doc Brown being the main villain to these two.
Yeah, Doc Brown was the main villain. He fucking mentions Dooku. I'm just like, I've got Doc Brown talking about Count Dooku. What the fuck am I watching? Trying to explain this all to Jack Black. And fucking Bo-Katan Kryze. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yep, this like I said, this episode made me so happy. I absolutely adored it.
Oh god.
Anyway.
It was so, and there were live action battle droids, and Mando just punched them. Like, what? It broke my brain, it really did.
Oh my god. Yeah. Good times. Good times.
Good times indeed. Alright, and here's your final image for the Star Wars category. Star Wars?
Wait a minute. Okay. Oh no, this is gonna throw me off. Okay. Cause see, at like first glance, this kind of looks like a dude in a motion capture suit situation.
I'll give you a hint. It's not a motion capture suit, but he is holding an ice cream maker.
Right. Maybe hold on. Let's see. No, it's not. Okay. Some of the pixels look like the little dots on like a motion capture suit, so that's what my thought process was.
Yeah, it's just a very bad picture. It's just a very bad image.
And that's okay. I'm glad that you clarified that it wasn't a motion capture suit, because I was about to say it could be Star Wars because maybe this was motion capture for one of the animated series, but no. So yeah, I'm gonna go with my gut and say that this is not Star Wars. I'm gonna go with not Star Wars. Final answer.
Onaturi in chat is right there with you in being wrong. This is in fact Star Wars.
What?
Yep. So this is episode 5, and during the Cloud City panic stations thing, where they're all gearing up to, kick Vader out and all that. They just had different members of the crew just grab whatever they could find or bring stuff in. And so this guy brought in an ice cream maker.
Damn.
And he just ran around. He just ran around with an ice cream maker on set. And became a meme.
That's so funny. Well, yeah, because
to the point where they even gave him his own name and lore. Let me just Google it real quick.
Yeah, because at that point you would be just grabbing shit. Oh, that is tricky. That's good. Yeah. That is tricky. That's good. Damn.
All Star Wars. Every show, including this guy. This is Wilbur Hood. He has an actual name.
Well, there you go.
His name is Wilbur Hood. He's just a fucking ice cream maker guy.
Oh my god. I
know.
I love that.
Yeah, I know, Anna. Don't worry.
Okay.
I wasn't trying to say anything like that.
Yeah. No, yeah, but this one was tricky though. There was, because I was like, this is just somebody with a random
it's just a
object.
Dude with an ice cream maker. It's just a dude with an ice cream maker.
Okay. No, that was good.
Just running around.
That was good. Okay. Alright.
Alright, back to normality. And this is
Alright.
where the questions actually start getting pretty damn hard. You have to know your shit.
Oh no.
To get these next 4 right.
Okay.
Question 13. What was the project name of the Death Star?
Oh no.
A. Project Blackwing. B. Project Stardust. C. Project Necromancer. D. Project Warmantle.
Oh, okay.
And before you ask this question, these all exist. They're all real.
Okay. I had a feeling that they would all be real. Cause it from what the track record has been of the questions, there haven't been too many like made up answers. Like they have all been like relative for except for exception of a couple at the beginning. You have made everything. Yeah, you've made everything pretty relevant. So I figured
now everything will be relevant.
Yeah, I figured these were all the same. Okay, or all in the universe. Okay, so I'm trying to think of what. I feel like Blackwing is like too obvious for something like this. I don't know why that's my thought process, but there you go. Also Stardust, but at the same time, like I feel like that is one that they would call for the Death Star still. Necromancer, Warmantle. I mean, all of these could be it. Yeah. Okay.
Project Ice Cream Maker. Sorry. That just caught my eye, yeah. Fucking Project Ice Cream Maker.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with... Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Project Necromancer. Final answer.
Ah, wrong.
Yeah,
it's Project Stardust.
Damn it! Again,
yeah.
I was between those two. Why is that? Why am I between the two and then I pick the wrong one?
So,
anyway,
Project Necromancer was part of Palpatine's long-term contingency plan. Well, one part of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that effectively is what you see being worked on in The Mandalorian.
Okay.
In The Bad Batch, which is in the event of Palpatine's death, he wanted clones to bring him back from the dead, and that's how he returned, because Project Necromancer was eventually successful. Yeah. It took
a long time.
50 or 60 years to get it right.
Yeah.
But they eventually got it.
Right. Damn it.
Project Warmantle was the first time the Empire drafted in regular people to the army alongside clones.
Oh, okay.
And there were 4 of them at first. They were the elite squad numbers 1 through 4, led by one of the most elite clones that there were, Crosshair.
Okay.
Project Blackwing is an extended universe zombie virus.
Oh, interesting.
Basically, they were kind of experimenting in bioweaponry, and it kind of got loose on a Star Destroyer.
Sure.
And absolutely annihilated it.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's the best Star Wars horror story out there, by far. It's a really good read. I recommend it.
All right. Yeah, and I thought, I thought Stardust was too obvious, and it is in fact too obvious because it's true. Okay, yep. Well, good to know.
So, and Project Stardust was, I don't know how much you know about Rogue One, but Jyn Erso's dad, Galen Erso, was one of the lead scientists on the Death Star, but he got really disillusioned with the Empire, and Jyn was, basically raised by Saw Gerrera. So, she hates the Empire.
Yeah.
But after Galen died, basically, like at the end of the movie, they were looking through because they were the ones tasked with stealing the plans for the Death Star.
Ah, yeah.
And the only reason they were able to get it is because when they were looking through the project names, Jin noticed Project Stardust because that was her dad's nickname for her as a child. Was his little Stardust.
Gotcha.
And that's how Jin knew, and that's how they stole it.
Well, there you go.
It's Project Stardust in its very early days. A little hologram.
Ain't no way they made a zombie virus. Apparently they did, Hockey.
They did, yeah.
Apparently they did. Well.
Question 14.
Alright.
And if you really want to watch the Clone Wars unspoiled, turn your ears off for a little bit. Which clone discovered the plot to destroy the Jedi, but was killed just before he could inform them?
Oh.
Is it A, Cody, B, Jesse, C, Fives, or D, Crosshair?
Did mention Crosshair earlier, but that does not necessarily mean that that's the answer to this question. Alright, which clone discovered the plot to destroy the Jedi but was killed before he could inform them? And I am assuming these are all real clones.
Yes, they are.
So, with that in mind, I can't narrow anything down, really. Cody, Jesse, Fives, Crosshair. Let's go with destroys. Okay. You said Crosshair was like one of the more important clones, or at least like one of the best clones.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like maybe it wasn't necessarily them, because might have been too busy with other things, like leading the other clones. So, Fives is a cool name for a clone. Just throwing that out there. Because yeah, like Cody, Jesse, that's such generic names, but Fives is like a cool name for a clone.
Do you know why he was called Fives? Because all clones have CT for Clone Trooper, or CC for Clone Commander, dash, and then 4 numbers. So that's their designated birth sign. That's their sign.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
and Fives got his name because his sign was CT 5555.
Nice.
He was the 500. He was the 5,555th clone. So he was just like, "Ooh, Fives.
Nice. Okay.
He had a little tattoo on it, of it on the side of his head. He just has a little number 5 tattooed on the side of his head.
That's great. Really funny. Okay. I think I'm gonna go with. You know what? What the fuck it. We'll go with Fives. Final answer. Just because I have no other information to base this on.
That is correct.
Is it really? Hey.
Yep.
All right.
So Crosshair talked about him earlier, and if you thought a bit more critically about it, you'd have remembered that I was talking about Crosshair in regards to an Imperial project. So he can't have been killed before the Jedi fell.
Yep. Right. Yep.
Cody was Obi-Wan's commander, and if you've seen the Order 66 scene, remember, Palpatine is there just like, Commander Cody, the time has come. That's Cody.
Okay.
And Fives and Jesse were both ARC troopers in the 501st. Jesse was the one who was, along with Rex, was tasked with killing Ahsoka. Didn't go very well. Jesse died.
Ah, I see.
And Fives was also part of the 501st, but during near the start of Season 6, this was one of the main arcs in Season 6 of Clone Wars. another clone kind of went wrong, basically.
Yeah.
And kind of executed Order 66 a little bit too early. And during just a regular battle in the war, shot a Jedi General in the back of the head.
Oh.
So 5 started doing some investigating and managed to get as far as actually learning from Palpatine what the plot was. Because Palpatine just knew that it wasn't going to come to much. Because he could frame Fives for trying to assassinate him, and then Fives very nearly got away with it.
Oh no.
But then right as he was about to tell Anakin and Rex, Commander Fox stormed into the room, and that happened.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Dang.
It's one of the saddest scenes in the show. Because Fives was an awesome character.
Damn. Poor Fives.
Yeah, he was great. And he was so close.
So close.
So close. Yet so far.
Yep. Cool.
Although he did indirectly save Ahsoka's life, because Rex, after finding out about this, did his own research, found out his own stuff, and then when Order 66 happened, he was able to tell Ahsoka about it just in time. Fuck you, Hockey.
Hockey. Jesus Christ. Oh. Alright, well,
But
cool.
no, in the end, Order 66 went off.
Yeah.
But why did the clones obey Order 66 without question? Why did they do it? Was it A, mental conditioning, B, blind loyalty, C, biological microchips, or D, overwhelming fear?
It literally could be any of these. And I don't even remember fully if... I mean, I imagine the clones could feel emotion still with being a clone.
They were human.
But yeah, okay.
They were supposed to be just pure soldiers, but because the Jedi were their generals, the Jedi kind of enabled them to develop as many different and diverse personalities as they did.
Gotcha. Yeah. I was about to say, because I figured it wasn't like a clones don't have any emotion situation, but that doesn't necessarily help me with narrowing anything down here. Because it literally could be any of these.
If anything, that kind of, the fact that they do have, a complex human emotional system, kind of enables all of these answers.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, so that doesn't help. Yeah, so now, okay. Mental conditioning, blind loyalty, biological microchips, overwhelming fear. Yeah, I don't remember. I mean, I'm kind of leaning towards either mental conditioning or biological microchips. Just because I feel like there would have been a scene possibly, like, in Attack of the Clones where they were possibly just, like, assembly lining, putting a microchip in all of them or somehow.
The assembly line was droids.
Then there you go.
Don't just build human beings on an assembly line, Nicole. What the fuck?
I mean, it's
show some respect.
Fair.
Takes 10 years to make a clone.
Okay. Mental conditioning, blind loyalty. Okay. I think... Alright. I'm gonna go with mental conditioning final answer.
Should have gone with the other one. It's biological microchips.
Fucking hell!
That was why the clone I mentioned earlier shot a Jedi in the back of the head. Because there was a parasite that went around, which kind of broke down his microchip. Clone's name was Tup. Caused it to malfunction. and he executed Order 66 prematurely.
Prematurely.
5's found it.
Yeah.
Got his removed. There it is.
Yep.
And then was drugged, went a bit insane, and got shot. But Rex found these as well, and that was why when Order 66 went off, he was right next to Ahsoka, but he was able to resist the Order for about... This is how strong these ships are, so even a clone with as strong of a will as Rex does, he was only able to resist Order 66 for about 10 seconds.
Yeah. Oof.
Before his body basically forced him to start shooting Ahsoka.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Damn.
And making me cry. Fuck that scene.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That scene fucking broke me when I first saw it. Really did. Fuck the end of Star Wars Clone Wars, dude. Fuck the end of Clone Wars. It's so sad.
Yeah.
And fucking Jesse was on that ship as well. It was so tragic.
Hi, Liv. Welcome on in.
So beautifully done.
Hello.
Hello, Liv.
How's it going?
But yeah, originally though, it was blind loyalty. But, you know, with the Clone Wars being about, you know, how the clones of the Jedi were really close, Dave Filoni kind of wanted to retcon that. Yeah. And I prefer the microchips approach. I think it makes way more sense.
Yeah, see, this is another one, again, where I narrowed it down to 2 options, and then I choose the wrong of the 2 that I narrowed down to. This is...
Got it wrong?
This, at least I'm consistent, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'm consistently incorrect, which is not good for
consistently, me. Just a bit shit.
Just a tiny bit. At least I'm narrowing it down enough where one of the 2 options that I'm narrowing it down to is right.
Is the right one, yeah.
But anyway, that's what I thought had to be microchips. Yeah. I should have just chosen it. Oh well, that's fine. Anyway, go ahead. Next question.
And next up, question 16.
All right.
Who's that guy?
Who's that guy? Okay.
Nobbit. B. Lobbit. C. Hobbit. D. Gobbit.
What?
Have fun.
Oh God. Oh no. Oh.
This guy is like, so you know how there's random background characters that just get a shitload of lore?
Yeah, there's a lot of that in this universe. Yep.
This is the peak person. Oh. This guy is the peak for just random ass background characters getting lore. And do you know why this whole trend started? Is because way back, like 20, 30 years ago, when Top Trumps was still a thing. Right?
Right.
That's how far back this goes. There was a Top Trumps pack of just, 30 Star Wars characters. This guy was in it. He was in it.
Shit.
I have known this man's name since the age of 4. Because of fucking Top Trumps.
That guy, not to be confused with this guy. Yes, Hockey. Yeah. Not to be confused with this guy. Who's that guy? Oh no. I have no idea. I have no clue. I don't know. Oh, this is gonna be such a guessing game. Not that any of these other questions haven't also been a guessing game for me, but this one's like peak guessing game here. Okay. Shit. Who's that guy?
You know how you said that joke answers were over? I lied.
No,
3 of these do not exist.
I mean, I figured as much. I figured with this particular question, there wasn't gonna be, 4 characters with the exact with similar names. But then again, who knows? It is Star Wars.
They could be. I just
might
not know them.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's plenty I don't know about Star Wars.
I highly doubt that, but anyway.
Oh no, there is.
Okay.
Almost every character has a name in Star Wars.
All right,
I don't know all of them.
Oh no. Oh, this is bad. Okay. I'm gonna go with a final answer.
Ah! Wrong!
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, it's Lobbit.
Damn it!
No idea why. Just
Lobbit.
again, he was just in a top Trump spot. I don't know. I don't really know anything about him apart from the fact that he was in episode 5, and people thought, "Ooh, he has a really cool little bit of headgear. What the fuck does that do?" I know fuck all about him apart from the fact that he's half droid.
I mean, yeah, clearly.
That's all you need to know. He was like the first cyborg that they put. Wow.
Damn.
Back when they weren't sure whether Darth Vader was a cyborg. Darth Vader's a cyborg.
Yeah. Right.
Technically.
That is, yeah.
But,
I was about to say technically really. He is, but yeah, kind of.
So yeah, that was a pretty out of left field stupid question, right, Nicole?
I tried my best.
Yeah. But this brings us very nicely onto our next bonus category.
Bonus category. Let's go.
Inspired by your channel name, welcome to Silly Wars.
Oh my god. Okay.
So,
right.
I'm going to ask you 4 questions with a slight catch. The questions are really stupid.
Okay.
And the answers are, for the most part, really stupid.
Great. All I have are stupid answers up here, so let's go.
we're gonna start off semi-normal with the only time that you're ever gonna get multiple choice in this category.
Okay.
With the only semi-normal. Well, the question's stupid, but the answer is real.
Okay.
Quick! I need to get the plans for the Death Star. Oh fuck. Security questions. Nicole is asking for Darth Maul's mother's maiden name. At least we have options. You choose. Is it A. Maul, B. Talzin, C. Elsbeth, or D. Powdock Nadraba Takat Sap de Recti Nick Linke Tiki Vet Nick Ne Sevef Likek.
The fuck?
All real names.
Really?
These are all real Star Wars names. Yep.
Oh god. Alright, well I don't want to be... Because here's the thing, it might be too obvious that it's Maul, but I mean, as I saw earlier with Project Stardust, sometimes things can be too obvious. Why does Talzin sound familiar to me? I don't know. I'm not even gonna try and say that last name. Good on you, by the way.
I'm not saying it again.
No, I know. I'm not gonna make you say it again. I'm surprised you said it at all.
Yeah, we usually we just call like he's known in the Star Wars mobile game as just Pow.
Okay.
That's what we know him as.
Okay. Well, all right. I really am between A and B. And I don't know why, like I said, I don't know why Talzin is sticking out to me, but it is. Because I feel like it could be that obvious, or... Because I don't know why Elsbeth doesn't ring any bells to me. Ah, fuck. Okay, I'm gonna go with... Alright, I'm gonna go with the 2 obvious and go with A final answer.
The one time you go with the 2 obvious, it's the one time you get it wrong.
Shit! Ah, that's... No!
Darth Maul's mother is Mother Talzin.
Shit! No! I did it again!
Leader of the biggest Night Sister
your
clan.
gut instinct. I'm sorry, babe! Oh my god.
Yeah. Maul is just his first name, basically. It's just his given name, it's just Maul.
Okay.
His mother is Talzin. Elsbeth is... I don't know... Remember from Ahsoka and Mandalorian, Morgan Elsbeth? Also a Night Sister, just from a different clan.
Okay.
And then Pow is a little animated dude from Rogue One who just kind of screams. And then gets shot.
Oh, I think I remember. Yeah, because
you
you said
goes,
it was a Rogue One. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's that guy. That's his fucking name.
You're right, Tweetheart. I know. I should have just gone with my instinct. And I didn't, so there's that. Also, hi, Julian. Welcome on in.
All right.
Did I just get jump scared by
Next
Jar Jar?
question.
Yes, you did. Yep, Jar Jar's right there.
So, Nicole.
Yes.
After Dooku did do his Jedi dudes in and did done the dark side, did the Dooku done what the Dooku did set out to done do?
Oh my god, I really want you to repeat the question.
After Dooku did his Jedi dudes in, did do his Jedi dudes in, and did done the dark side, did the Dooku done did what the Dooku did set out to done do? I'm not gonna get that right all in one take, by the way.
Oh my god.
That's just not. That's not gonna happen.
That's so fun.
I'm not repeating it again.
No, I'm not gonna make you do it again. That was. I'm surprised you did it the second time.
I did warn you there would be no options for these other three.
Yeah, no, I know. Did the Dooku done did what the Dooku did set out to done do? I believe the Dooku did set out what he done needed to do.
After Dooku did do his Jedi dudes in and did done the dark side, did the Dooku done what the Dooku did set out to done do? No, he got decapitated.
Shit, you're right, he did. Fuck me. This is why I need to retain better. This is why I need to retain better. 'Cause I knew that, and I didn't remember that, because I just wanted to try and say that he done did what he needed to done do.
He did not done did what he wanted to done do.
No, he did not did what he needed to done do. Nope.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Because the Anakin done did, because the Anakin Skywalker done did him in.
Done did him in, right? Damn it.
And lopped his fucking head off.
Hi Eric, welcome on in. Hello, hello.
And this is the perfect screenshot because you can just see his head.
You can just see his head. Yep. Mm-hmm.
See his head just gone. It's gone. He got decapitated.
Oh my god.
All right.
This category is just made to screw Nikki over, and I'm all for it. Thanks, Connor.
I had so much fun with this one.
I bet you did. Anyway, continue.
All right.
Oh.
Question 3.
Mm-hmm.
Explosions?
Yes?
Yes. Clone survived those. He survived. This is Clone Trooper Echo. He survived blowing up.
Mm. Okay.
So he blew up when they were trying to rescue Jedi Master. I think it was Evan Peel was his name, and Wilhoff Tarkin, who we mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
And he was part of the rescue mission, and he exploded, but survived.
Huh.
And ended up being captured by the Separatists and effectively turned into a really twisted encyclopedia.
Interesting.
Because they put him in this big machine, this big sort of stasis machine, hooked him up to it. Or what was left of him, they hooked him up to it.
Yeah.
And then just basically just broke his brain.
Ouch. For information.
It was like, I think it was like a year and a half he had to endure that.
Yikes.
There's also this guy. It's Gregor. He was a clone commando that got blown up. Survived the explosion and ended up with amnesia on this weird backwater planet in possibly the worst arc of episodes in the Clone Wars. In fact, I think Gregor is the only reason that it wasn't the worst. And then to get the squad that found him back to Coruscant intact, he blows up again.
Ouch.
But survives that as well.
Right.
To the point where Echo, on your left, actually rescues him from the Empire.
Huh.
and nearly blows him up again in the process, but doesn't.
Well, that's good.
And then way after the Clone Wars is ended, and the Empire has fully transitioned. This is then 15 years later in Rebels. So that tells you how the accelerated aging affects the clones, because in 15 years, they go from looking like Echo, kind of, not really. They usually, don't look quite as gaunt.
Right.
But you know what I mean? More like Rex. To looking like that on the right.
Right.
That's only 15 years of aging.
Yep. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Also, Chicken, thank you for the stretch redeem. I did it, as you could clearly
Please.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh, right. Okay. Misa muy good at the Fey of the Sith Lords. Ooh, me?
I think that's gonna be the only time ever you guys will ever hear Jono do a Jar Jar impression.
It is. Yeah, I'm not doing that one again.
So if y'all want that forever, go ahead and clip it.
Yeah, you got 3 Dooku Dundids at me. I'm not doing this shit again.
No, I know. I'm not gonna make you Jar Jar again. Okay. Does that mean... Okay. Alright, I'm gonna try... I will be in solidarity, and I'm gonna try and do my best Jar Jar impression. Isa, you Jar Jar Binks!
That's correct.
Yay!
The answer is Jar Jar Binks.
There you go. That was my best attempt.
No, Chicken, if you want to hear it again, you fucking clip it. I'm not doing that again.
I was about to say, I'm sure he's never going to do that again.
To punish you for making me do that, even though you didn't make me do it, I have some ridiculously difficult questions.
Jesus Christ.
Starting with question 17.
Okay.
What was Palpatine's scorched earth contingency plan in the event of his death?
Okay.
Was it A, Operation Guiding Light?
Uh-huh.
B, Operation Iron Hand? C, Operation Nightfall? E, Operation Cinder?
Oh god. Okay.
Would you like a hint?
I really would, yes.
Your hint is that all 4 of these are real, but I only know what 2 of them are.
Fuck. Okay.
I have no idea what 2 of these are. Absolutely no clue. I just know they exist.
Okay.
Operation Gyno. Dude, if that's scorched earth, fucking hell.
Operation Gyno. Ouch. Okay.
Yeah, don't scorch those.
Yeah, don't do that.
That's
okay.
bad contingency plan.
Scorched Earth contingency plan in the event of his death. Guiding Light, Iron Hand, Nightfall, Cinder. Alright, again, context clues being what they are in the question. Scorched Earth, fire, what have you. So, leaning towards Cinder just for that reason. But then again, it could be, I don't know, it could be Operation... It could be any of these, and I just don't know.
Jesus Christ, Blue.
I think I need Operation... This is so stupid. Blue.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh, Blue, hi, what's up, bro? It's good to see you. Thank you for that. That was really funny. False, it was actually Operation the board game. Thanks, Thumbs.
Yes.
Appreciate you. Also, welcome on in, Blue. Welcome on in, Thumbs. How are you guys doing?
Yes, that was Palpatine's plan.
Yep.
He invited people. He invited all the representatives of the Senate to, pluck an organ each out of his body, and if it made a loud buzzing sound, he burned their planet.
I mean, sounds like something he would do.
That was it. True. But what was it called?
I know. I'm trying so hard to figure this out. Thank you for the shout out for Thumbs. Everybody, please go follow Thumbs. He's wonderful, and yep, a great human being. Thumbs is. Blue, Thumbs. I hope you guys are doing well. Have a nice weekend so far. As you can see, I am in the midst of the Star Wars quiz given to me by the lovely Muta Jono, who knows a shit ton about Star Wars, and I am now in the hard questions, so this is going to be extra fun.
You're in the super hard questions.
I'm in the super hard questions now, so this is going to be interesting. Yep, Star Wars trivia, absolutely. So, okay, I'm just gonna, because I mean, I feel like I'm gonna get these wrong either way. I'm gonna go with those context clues and just go Operation Cinder final answer.
And that would be correct.
Really? Oh shit!
Yep.
I did it!
Operation Cinder.
Sweet! Thank God. Okay.
Yeah, so
I will take that.
Operation Cinder, the only thing you would have possibly known from that was from The Mandalorian, Season 2. That one scene
Right. Yep.
where Bilbo's acting skills came right the fuck out of nowhere. As he raised a toast to Operation Cinder.
Yep. See, and I guess that was another reason why I was leaning towards it, because I guess my brain remembered that portion of The Mandalorian too.
Yeah. One of the best scenes in the entire show.
Yep.
Fucking phenomenal scene where, he shot Valen Hess.
Yeah.
Oh, that was such a good shot.
Yep. Was mentioned heavily in one of the Battlefront. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it was this character called Iden Versio from the rebooted Battlefront 2 games, and her dad was a very much Palpatine loyalist, so the story of that starts basically at the Battle of Endor, right after Palpatine dies, and then then Operation Cinder's order comes through.
Gotcha. Okay.
And they start burning planets that were strong with Imperial resources. Don't know why, but it did. So yeah, like I said, that's one of two that I know. Operation Nightfall was Order 66.
Oh, okay.
The Fall of the Jedi Knights.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And the other two,
no idea.
No fucking idea.
Got it. Shit, the hard questions to me are like, who's the Alliance General on Hoth? Doing well today, thank you. I'm happy I get to stop by for a bit. I'm glad you're here too, Blue. It's good to see you, bud. I used the same logic.
Yes,
yeah, I did. Yeah, I had to use that logic because that was the only logic I had.
Yeah.
Okay. If the Emperor is not strong enough to keep Palpatine alive, then it should not survive. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the basis behind it, because Palpatine was that kind of arsehole.
Gotcha. Yep.
Right. Question 18.
Okay.
What species is the cyborg General Grievous?
Oh. Okay.
Is he A, Chiss, B, Kalish, C, Rakatan, or D, Zabrak? Good luck, motherfucker.
Yeah, no, I mean, I know what he looks like. I know what General Grievous looks like. But does that help me with this question? Absolutely not.
No, it doesn't.
It does not.
And yes, these are all real, and I know what these all are. This time, I know what they all are this time.
Okay, got it. I appreciate that clarification. Okay. That they're all real. Okay.
Yep.
Fuck. I have nothing to go on. I have nothing to go on.
I designed this to give a tenuous link to get this wrong.
Yeah.
The one dangling string that you may recall.
Crap.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Looked at his wiki page like an hour ago. Yeah, I can't do that, obviously. Or else Jono would yell at me.
I would kill you.
You would kill me, indeed. Okay. Yeah, I have nothing to base this on, so just, you know. I'm gonna go with... I know too much about Star Wars. You know, Thumbs.
Same.
Not...
That's why I was able to fully design this question with no research.
Right. Yeah, it's not necessarily a bad thing, Thumbs.
The last question took some research, though.
Oh shit. Okay.
Because I only knew of 2 Imperial operations. I only know 2.
Alright, I'm gonna go with the final answer for no reason or logic, just B. Final
Wait,
answer.
which one?
B.
Kalish?
Yes.
It's correct.
Really?
Yeah, he's Kalish.
Yes.
That's what he looked like. That is the Kalish species.
Oh my god. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, because I knew what he looked like. Yeah, I knew what he looked like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay.
So
yeah.
they were a warrior species who were enslaved by some sentient bug things that were part of the Republic. Don't remember that species' name. And then Grievous finally, like, his people got sick of it, so Grievous led a charge, rebelled, and killed a shitload of them. And then obviously the slavers then cried to the Republic because they were a member of the Republic, the Kalish weren't. So the Jedi came in and basically slaughtered the Kalish.
Oh jeez. Damn.
Yeah, welcome to the Republic. They support who is represented.
Fun times. Gotta love
the little string I was thinking of was the Rakatan, because they are incredibly ancient. The Rakatan, and remember in Andor, the Skycar crystal.
Yes.
The Luthen gives as a guarantee.
Yeah.
Remember he mentioned that that was from the days of the Rakatan Empire.
Yes.
So that was the little string that I thought maybe, because I remember every fucking line from that show.
You do. It's true. Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. Like,
I was leaning towards the top 2 answers rather than the bottom 2.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the Chiss.
Yeah.
Chiss is Thrawn. So I'm sure I've mentioned him a number of times.
Yes.
And the Zabrak are people like Maul and Savage.
Okay. Gotcha. Rakatan Infinite Empire, very dead. Yeah.
Yes, they are from about, I think it's 50,000 years before the movies.
Why is it when I buy a pair of shoes, I get 2 shoes, but I only get 1 bird when I buy a parakeet? That is a great question, Bagel. I don't know. You should definitely take it up with some pet shops or something. You should definitely look into that.
if you want a better question, from that joke, go to the opticians. Ask them why they're scamming you.
Good point. I was actually looking them up earlier. Oh, nice.
Yeah, the Rakatan lore is really cool.
Yeah. Also, hi Bagel, welcome
now, this
on
is
in.
The only
I
one...
hope you're doing well, by the way. Anyways, sorry.
This is the only one that I thought you'd have a chance at, but you got the last one right. You got the last 2 right, so who knows? If you get this wrong, that'd just be funny.
That would be funny.
Who escaped the Narkina 5 prison with Cassian Andor, who he then chose to lead the Rogue One strike team?
Oh. Okay.
This is from Andor.
Yes.
The one I made you watch.
Right.
So you might.
Okay.
Was it A, Arvel Skeen? B, Luthen Rael? C, Kino Loy? D, Ruscott Melshi?
Oh no. What was his name? Oh no. Oh. I'm like picturing like the prison breakout too. And I'm trying to...
You know who all 4 of these characters are.
I do.
And if you can picture them, picture their faces.
I'm really trying.
And then picture the one that you see in Rogue One. It's the same actor.
Yeah. Okay. Skiing. What's the real? You know, really. Scott Messi. Ah, this is why I don't trust my brain. This is why I don't trust my brain. Okay. I'm gonna go with... I keep coming back to Arvel Skeen. So I'm gonna say Arvel Skeen, final answer.
I love that this is the one that you got wrong.
Yeah, I kind of figured I would.
It is Rue Scott Melshi.
Ah, that was, again, down to two.
There he is. There's Melshi.
Yep, there he is. Yep, that one. Yep.
The Scottish one.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So Luthen, of course, was the spark of the rebellion, basically. Stellan Skarsgård.
Right.
Kino Loy was Andy Serkis.
Andy Serkis. I did. That's why I ruled out Kino, because I knew Kino was Andy Serkis's character.
Yeah, that was the boss of the Unit 52D.
Yep.
And Arvel Skeen was the lanky guy who trusted absolutely no one.
No one, right.
In the previous arc, the fuck's it called? The Aldhani raid.
Yeah, the Aldhani raid. Yeah.
Yeah. He's the one who draws a knife to Cassian's throat at one point.
Yeah.
And then gets shot.
This is why I need to remember characters' names. This is the reason.
Yep. Yes, you do.
Yeah, sure do. Oh gosh, but I did remember that Kino Loy was Andy Serkis. I did remember that much.
You did.
I did. I really.
And you knew it wasn't Luthen.
And I knew it wasn't Luthen. Yeah. Ah, fuck.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
All right. Okay.
And lastly, question 20. After Palpatine was finally killed, at the end, because I couldn't write this all down, and this is the important part, at the end of the Rise of Skywalker, so this is the Sith Eternal Emperor.
Okay.
Not the original Emperor.
Right.
Which species successfully destroyed Coruscant, then terraformed it to suit their needs?
Oh.
Was it A, the Sairivi, B, the Nal Nal, C, the Yuuzhan Vong, D, the Mon Calamari?
Alright. Oh. Yeah, these are definitely just like making me like want to watch all of them again. Like that's
This is not currently in the canon lore, by the way. This is extended universe.
Ah, okay.
There are no shows or movies that will show you this.
Chicken, I thought the exact same thing. I now also want calamari. Just fry some up with some lemon slices and some dipping sauce. Absolutely. Okay. Okay, I don't know why, but...
Well, Thumbs, if she knew that much, but not enough to know the answer, that would narrow it down to 3, not 1. Not 1.
The Legends kind of gives the answer if you know that. Oh.
Because
no.
only one of these species exists in canon at the moment.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, for some reason Yuuzhan Vong is speaking to me, and I don't know why. Okay, I'm gonna go with Yuuzhan Vong. Final answer.
You are the luckiest little fucking bitch, I swear to God. It's the Yuuzhan Vong.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
And that's what these extragalactic brutes look like.
Jesus Christ, they're terrifying. What?
They are terrifying.
Damn.
And so are the two above them. The Mon Calamari are fish. So remember Admiral Akbar? The It's a Trap guy? He's Mon Calamari. That's what they look like.
Okay, fair enough.
So the Yuuzhan Vong were part of a intergalactic hyperspace disaster, which left them effectively trapped in a void for a long time. So
Gotcha.
they effectively went insane and developed a war cult.
Oh. Yikes.
And, have powers, and not just like actual powers, but technology and levels of hatred beyond the Sith.
Gotcha.
They are a lot stronger than the Sith.
Okay.
They're especially terrifying to you. Yeah, they had no presence in the Force, so
okay.
the Jedi couldn't fight them effectively.
Right.
They were lightsaber resistant.
Oh shit.
And the Force barely affected them. That's how they were able to just win.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'll explain the other two, and let me tell you, this does not get more pleasant.
Okay.
The Cyruvi were kind of like technologically advanced, sort of weird dinosaur rhino-looking species, who used quite possibly the most terrifying method of powering their tech I've ever seen or heard about. So they capture stray pilots and use the biology of their ship through a process called entekment to very slowly use the life force of people not of their species, because they're incredibly xenophobic. They're very racist.
Oh shit.
And they strap these stray pilots up to entekment machines and effectively torture them by... Cause I'm sure you can imagine that electricity sucking out your life force with enough voltage to power an entire ship is incredibly painful.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Jesus.
And
Ruthless
not only can it not kill you, it has the opposite effect. It keeps you alive.
Oh god, that's even worse.
Until every single ounce of your life force is gone, which might not even be possible. Because it uses it so efficiently. And you're just trapped there. It keeps you alive in eternal agony while you're powering. You effectively become a battery for the rest of your existence.
Jesus.
It's awful.
That's fucking ruthless. Jesus Christ.
And it gets worse, actually. Because then we get the Normal.
Oh.
Which is a sort of sentient black goo thing.
Okay.
Which can invade. It's basically a parasite that kind of invades and takes over different life forms. Makes them suffer and then die in horrible ways, and then just does awful things with the bodies and the ships that they steal from, such as, forming rings of ships around a shipyard planet to form a death cult.
Fun.
And here's a fun one. Here's the best one. If the person that they take is a child, and that child's parent is alive, they will kill them multiple times. Because they just love the suffering of other creatures.
Oh,
and then once they've finally broken the parent emotionally, they kill that too. They are awful.
The
Null is just the creepiest thing I've ever heard of in my life.
Yeah, no.
So glad it's not real.
Oof. Yeah, I guess a little spooky in the ear. Yeah. Sounds like it.
Yeah, the Decraniated are pretty bad as well. So imagine just... So, I don't know, when you see Return of the Jedi, you will notice there is like this spider droid walking about with a jar that has a brain in it.
Yeah.
That is an ancient order of monks who believe that the highest form of enlightenment is having your brain removed from your body, hence being decraniated, and then you see the world from a different point of view inside a spider droid.
Interesting.
Which would be just fine on its own if they didn't kidnap people and force them to go through the same thing.
Yeah.
That's where it gets a bit fucky.
Right.
And then there's so many others as well. There's like the Force vampire species. Oh, you mean the new Decrania? Oh, is that what was in Mando Season 3? Is that what that was? Because you know that really terrifying robot thing from like early Mando Season 3? Like
from
really
the early
scary one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That one? Oh, is that a Decranian?
I don't know what that is. Maybe.
Okay.
I have no idea what that is. At first I thought it was Mace fucking Windu.
Oh, shit.
I have no idea what that is.
Hi, Aaron. Welcome on in. The Star Wars quiz is going well. So far, I have, let's see.
Hi, Aaron.
5, 10, 15, 22 correct? According to my calculations. 22. Because there's also bonus categories as well that Jono has created. So I also get extra points when I get bonus things correct. But Aaron, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for coming in, saying hi. I appreciate it.
Oh, I haven't seen that. Thumbs. All right. So yeah, there is your 20th and final normal question.
Okay.
You still have one bonus category left, though.
Got it. This is the end,
And
I think. Oh, okay.
And that is personal preference.
Oh no.
So this is about what I like.
Oh fuck. Okay.
This is less how well do you know Star Wars and more how well do you know me.
This is where our friendship gets tested for real, guys.
Your first question.
Okay.
What's my favorite Star Wars movie?
Oh.
Is it A, Rogue One, B, The Empire Strikes Back, C, Solo: A Star Wars Story, or D, Revenge of the Sith?
Oh no. Okay, I feel like it's not Solo, because I remember not many people liking Solo anyway. For whatever reason, like I said, I didn't see it.
It's an incredibly confusing and chaotic movie.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna get that out of the way. I really see. When I saw Rogue One, I was very impressed with that movie.
It is a fantastic movie, and I'm so glad they brought the same people back to do Andor.
Yeah.
It's such a good movie.
Empire Strikes Back or Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, because I'm trying to think if... I'm trying to remember... I'm trying to figure out which one you talk about the most out of those three.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm trying really hard. The Empire Strikes Back and Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, because I'm trying to remember if... like if it's one of the trilogies or one of the spin-offs that you do enjoy the most, because I feel like your favorite Star Wars movie would be one in one of the trilogies. But then again, like I said, when I was very impressed with how Rogue One turned out, but that doesn't mean you were necessarily impressed. But you kind of confirmed it when you were talking about it earlier. Yeah.
I love that movie.
Okay.
But is it my favorite?
Right.
Because what doesn't help you is that I do really like all four of these movies.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't help you.
No, it doesn't. Unironically, I'm actually designing a Star Wars shirt for work. Are you really? That's funny, Thumbs. I mean, I do see the best Star Wars up here, so I'm gonna go with that. Well, Thumbs, one of these is very commonly seen as just the best Star Wars movie. You put your answer, Thumbs, in chat, because I'm curious what yours is too. All right, I'm just gonna go with I'm just gonna go with Rogue One. I'm just gonna go with Rogue One. Final answer.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna see what Thumbs puts first before answering this.
Oh, my favorite one does. Oh, not gonna out myself. Not gonna out yourself? Oh, come on, Thumbs.
Oh wow.
It's a safe space here. It's all good.
They live. Yeah, exactly.
You said the best Star Wars was up here, so.
So what's the best Star Wars?
The best Star Wars is Empire. Yeah, see, I was between Rogue One and Empire Strikes Back, but I think I am gonna stick with Rogue One as my final answer, though.
Yeah, I mean, you know me, like, I generally don't follow the consensus on anything.
Right.
You know that.
Right, which is why...
with the exception of the best Star Wars movie, which is The Empire Strikes Back.
Fuck!
It's like the one thing where I do follow the crowd, because I'm just like, well, yeah, the majority's right.
But see, that's...
In my opinion, my favorite is Empire Strikes Back.
And that is the thing that I know about you, is that you don't always go with what everybody else likes, and so I just figured that in this case it was also the same, and so that's why I was like, well, Rogue One was an exceptional movie,
it was an exceptional movie,
and it was a spin-off, so I was like, maybe he gravitated more towards that because of the fact that he doesn't always go with the bandwagon. Damn it! Okay.
That's good logic.
Alright, well, okay.
But
I'm sorry.
But it takes something incredibly special to be one of the greatest movies of all time, and probably the best sci-fi movie ever made.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Rogue One is a very special film, but it's just not quite as... Maybe maybe with age, maybe when that movie's also 50 years old.
Okay, so is Rogue One like number 2, like right under? Which in your...
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Alright, that makes me feel a little better. Okay.
And then the other two are movies that I like a lot and think are just pretty underrated. I wouldn't put them in my top 5, but...
Okay, gotcha.
They're good.
Right. Okay.
Alright.
Alright.
This next one should be a lot easier.
Okay.
What's my favorite Star Wars show?
You can put the options up there, but...
Do you need them?
I don't think I need them.
What's the answer?
I believe it is Clone Wars. Is your favorite Star Wars show.
Is the answer A, Andor, B, The Clone Wars, C, Visions, or D, Tales of the Jedi?
Because here's the thing. You do very much love Clone Wars.
I do.
You do very much love Clone Wars, and Andor has become a recent favorite of yours, and you have seen that one the most, and as I know, and as a lot of people here, I think, know, who know you definitely can quote that bad boy frontwards and backwards.
Absolutely.
So...
Yeah, this time I did put my 4 favorites on there.
Yeah. Okay. Because I haven't seen...
Holiday Special's a movie, Thumbs, and it's fucking fantastic. I love the Holiday Special. I forced Alan Silver to watch it last Christmas. I'm still proud of myself.
Well,
it's so good.
Honestly, I haven't seen it, so we need to watch it this year.
It's such an awful movie. It's so good.
We should do that. We should watch it this year together. Okay. But yeah, so Clone Wars, I know that has a special place in your heart, but Andor has definitely taken over as a top tier show for you. Because of the fact that you've seen it so many times and you can quote it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know if this is Andor has taken over as your favorite Star Wars show. Because I really am between Andor and the Clone Wars. Because I know how much both of those mean to you. So, I think I'm going to have my final answer be Andor. Final answer. Yes.
Final answer.
Yes.
So, you did well eliminating Visions and Tales of the Jedi. Visions is 4th, Tales is 3rd.
I figured I would. Yep.
And as I have said on a number of occasions, including in person to you, Andor has not just replaced my favorite Star Wars show, it's replaced Avatar: The Last Airbender as my all-time favorite show.
Yep. Okay, cool.
Andor is incredible. I've never seen anything like it.
Yep.
I love Andor.
Yep.
So fucking much.
Yes. Okay. All right. Cool. That makes me feel a lot better, because I really was back and forth. I was like, does Clone Wars still have a special place in Jono's heart, but does Andor
it does.
just...
It was my favorite. It was my favorite Star Wars show for 15 years.
Right. And I knew that.
It was my second favorite show of all time for about 15 years.
And I knew that.
But then Andor happened.
Yep. Okay. Cool. I feel good. I feel good. I feel
good. Good. Right. Your next question. The penultimate question of this quiz.
Mm-hmm.
This one's a little trickier. What's my favorite Star Wars faction?
Oh. Yeah, this is gonna be trickier.
Is it A, the droids?
Mm-hmm.
B, the clones?
Mm-hmm.
C, the Empire? D, the rebels?
Okay. So, I mean, you did say it was going to be trickier, but because of
a little bit. If you know me, it's easy.
Right, but because of the fact that you have based a lot of this quiz on clones, that is making me feel drawn to it in this instance, because of the fact that a lot of the questions today have surrounded the Clone Wars clones in general. I mean, because for me, I love the droids. I've always loved the droids. I feel like the droids are always like the best parts of the Star Wars franchises.
They are very funny.
Usually.
Especially the battle droids.
But this is your personal preference, not mine. So, indeed. I'm really between droids and clones. Like, that's definitely where I am at right now. So I think based on my instinct of the fact that before Andor, Clone Wars was your favorite Star Wars show, the fact that this quiz was a lot of questions about clones, my logic there, I'm going with clones being my final answer.
There's a reason the Clone Wars has been so special to me for a long time. And it's not the Jedi, it's not the Republic, it's not the Separatists, it is the clones.
Yep. Yep.
Absolutely love them.
Yep. Yep, I figured as much. Okay.
John's favorite faction is D. Bradley Baker. Yes! It's a voice actor for the clones of the Clone Wars.
Okay, I figured as much.
Yes. Yeah, he's fantastic. Alright, and you have one more question. And now this one is going to be very different.
Okay.
So.
Oh, I realized I didn't mark down my 2 that I got right. Okay, go ahead.
Who is... No.
Hang
on.
What? Oh no. What happened? Did something go wrong with your PowerPoint?
It did.
Oh no. Technical difficulties. Hold on, guys. We'll be back in a second. Well, it's a good thing I was looking. It's a good thing I was looking down at my.
You weren't looking, were you?
No, I was looking at my note card to put my 2.
Okay.
I was putting my 2 little ticks down for the questions that I got right. Ugh. Okay.
Because it had the answer on there.
Oh, it did? Okay. Animation Bork. I had that happen with the... You did have that happen with the Shinx, and I didn't even realize it.
Yep.
So, yep. Okay, cool.
Well, chat can't guess on this one.
Yeah, no spoilers, guys. I'm watching you. Watching you.
It's really annoying, because this was the... this question was an absolute bitch to do. Okay, let me fix this.
You're okay. Take your time. We'll just be here.
Yeah.
Actually, while Jono is doing his thing right now, can we please get a lot of love and another shout out for Jono for everything that he has done today. This has been really fun for me, and it's been really great to... Because, I mean, it is always interesting talking to Jono about Star Wars because of the fact that he knows so much and he is so passionate about it. One of the main reasons why I wanted to collab with him on this, and I'm really glad that he brought up doing a Star Wars quiz with me, Because, yeah, this has been a really fun time. Even though I've gotten, you know, some things wrong and not recalled as much as I thought I would, I still surprise myself a lot of the time with recalling things that I didn't think I did. So, it's been nice. It's been a nice time. So, yeah.
I've enjoyed that.
Yeah. Everybody please go follow Jono. Please, please, please do that. He's a good bean. As you know.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, as my bot says, Muted Jono is the chill Brit on the block, serving up variety with a side of ain't nobody got time for skill. They're about that vibe life, not backseating their way through Star Wars Battlefront 2. May the 4th streams be as fab as their comebacks. But don't spill the tea too loudly. Their recent broadcasts are on mute.
Fuck off! I'm not that bad at video games. Well, most of them anyway.
Oh my god, I love this fucking bot, dude.
Unbelievable.
Even though they have a fucking 13-minute cooldown, which is stupid, but whatever. It's still so funny. I still enjoy it.
Okay, I'm really okay. I need to remember next time to fucking double check the PowerPoint because the gradients fucked themselves up earlier, and now this.
Yeah.
I'm not happy.
I'm sorry. Freaking technical difficulties, man.
Yeah. Okay, I just need to do like one last test just to make sure.
You're okay. You're good. We're chilling. It's all right. Not a happy bunny. No, not right now.
I would have been much more unhappy if Nicole had seen.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it's a good thing that
way more
it was good timing on its part for fucking up while I was writing stuff down. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Also, I like that I've just like been fidgeting with this pen like most of the stream. I've just been down here just like At least this keeps me from messing with my hands like I normally do, so that's good. Alright.
Okay.
Are we back up and running?
We're back up and running.
Okay. Alright, so we'll do that. There we go. Alright.
Yes, chicken. Yes, on the day. Okay, so we're going from this slide.
Okay.
So, good because you weren't looking, because you have no idea what this next slide even looks like, which works in my favor because it is very different.
Okay, got it.
So, your final question.
Mm-hmm.
Who is my favorite Star Wars character?
Oh, shit.
For this, you have 26 options.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Which means that this question is going to be structured very differently.
Okay.
So, you have a total of 5 guesses.
Okay. Fair.
For each guess, each guess that you lock in,
okay,
I will remove my 5 least favorite characters from the board.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
I will not be telling you whether or not you are correct.
Okay.
Only when the correct answer is the last answer on the board.
Okay.
Will you know that it is the correct answer?
Ooh.
So, without further ado,
this is interesting.
Who is my favorite Star Wars character?
Oh, okay. Okay. All right, I gotta run through.
Is it A. Ahsoka Tano?
Okay.
B. Boba Fett. C. Cassian Andor. D. Dooku. E. Emery Carr. F. Fives. G. Admiral Gial Akbar. H. Hondo Ohnaka. I. IG-11. J. Jabba the Hutt. K. Kino Loy. L. Leia Organa. M. Mace Windu. N. Newt Gunray. O. Obi-Wan Kenobi. P. Padme Amidala. Q. Qui-Gon Jinn. R. Royce Hemlock. S. Sheev Palpatine. T. The Grand Admiral Thrawn. U. Ursa Wren. V. Velsartha. W. Wolf Yularen, X. Zanwan, Y. Yoda, or Z. Zamwazzle.
First of all, I want to shout out the fact that all of these, like, you have each of these characters in alphabetical order by their first name.
Yes,
that is funny. I did. That is funny.
One of these letters was such a bitch to come up with, dude. It took me almost an hour to come up with one of these letters, and I'll tell you which one it is when it gets wiped off this fucking board. It took me so long.
I just wanted.
And I can guarantee it's not the one that you're thinking of.
I wanted to say that because I figure that it took you a good amount of time to figure that out.
Oh yeah.
So I wanted to throw that out up front.
Not the real high-scoring Scrabble letters either. Qui-Gon Jinn is fucking easy.
Oh my gosh. I just realized each one yeah, God. Right. That's what I was saying, Chicken. Like, I wanted to point that out.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming that took him a good amount of time. I pay 100 points for Jono to read out every option. Well, he did. So there you go.
I already did.
There you go, Connor.
I was planning to anyway, Connor. I get scammed.
That's funny. Okay. So, alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and lock in one of my guesses after seeing his name. I'm gonna go ahead and lock in one of my first guess as Cassian Andor.
Alright, let's remove 5 incorrect answers from the board. My 5 least favorites. Off you go.
Okay. Okay.
Fuck you, Ursula. It took me an hour to come up with you. There was no one for you. Now, she is the only character whose first name begins with a U, I swear to God. And that's Sabine's mother.
Oh my God, that's funny.
So fucking long. Anyway,
okay.
Gotta get rid of 2 more, because also fuck Mace Windu.
Yeah, no, fair. Yeah, no, I wasn't gonna... Yeah, there was no way I was gonna guess.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
Let's get rid of 2 more.
Okay. You know, I'm really sad that 2 of my favorite characters aren't on here. Because I love Dark Helmet and Yogurt. They're the best.
Yeah, see, yeah. That's valid. That's valid. That's very valid.
I just wanted to make a Spaceballs reference before the stream ended.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I was trying to find an opportune time to be like, man, why aren't there any questions about the Schwartz? Like, why? Like, why is there no, why is there no questions about Dark Helmet being surrounded by assholes? But I figured this would be a good time. I knew that was coming. Yep. Okay.
Right, so.
Back to being serious, sorry. Okay. So. Let's see here. Okay. I am going to...
Sorry, 1 second. Fuck you, Thumbs. Ugnaught is a race.
What happened? Oh.
Ugnaught is a race, and that's... Do you remember Kuil from The Mandalorian?
Yeah. Vaguely, yeah.
He's an Ugnaught.
Okay.
So that is a race, not a character.
Gotcha. I'm being particularly cheeky.
You're
allowed to. Yeah. Wait, well, are the other 2 that Thumb said, just out of curiosity, are the other 2 that he said, are those characters? Or are those also something else?
I think all 3 of them are. The only one I know is Unkar Plot.
Okay.
I don't know the other 2.
Took me like 3 seconds to Google. Fair. Okay. Alright. I think I'm gonna lock in another guess.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna lock in 5s.
Locking 5s this time, so you're changing your guess.
Yeah.
Only your last guess counts.
Oh. So I don't get 5 Wait, okay.
You get 5 attempts.
Oh, I get 5
You
attempts.
can stick with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will be wiping 5 characters from the board after each guess, so you can stick with Cassian if you want, or you could switch to 5s, but you can't have both.
Fair enough. Yeah, because Cassian and 5s are still in here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and these are definitely not my 26 favorite characters, by the way.
I didn't think
I just wanted to make the alphabetical thing work.
No, the second I saw Mace Windu, I was like, I didn't think that at all. So.
Yeah, he was. I wanted him there so that he could be first to go.
Fair enough.
That's why I put him.
Do I want to switch to 5s then? Yeah, because, I mean, with Andor being your favorite show, that doesn't necessarily mean that Cassian is your favorite character. Shit. And you love your clones! Okay. I think I might switch to 5s.
Going with 5s?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with 5s.
Alright.
Yep.
Let's take my 5 least favorite characters on this list off the board.
Okay. Okay.
That's my fucking meds alarm. Shut the fuck up, I'll take you later.
Okay.
How many was that? That was 3, right?
That was 3, yeah.
So, got rid of Hemlock, Jabba, and
Jabba,
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, 2 more.
2 more, yeah. Alright. So, okay. An IG, okay.
Alright.
Okay.
We are down to 16.
16. And 5s and Andor are both still on the board. So
Indeed they are.
I think you mentioned Thrawn earlier. Then again, you mentioned a lot of people earlier.
Thrawn is the character that basically revived Star Wars by himself because he's that good.
Yep. I was gonna say, But I feel
Thrawn's name. Well, yeah, but I didn't want to put Thrawn's full name, otherwise Nicole would have had no idea who I was talking about. Because I've talked about Thrawn before, so I was like,
yeah.
I'll get away with that.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Yeah, and I wanted Mace Windu there for a joke.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, part of me really wants to switch to Thrawn now. Because I feel like you've talked about him quite a bit, like, since I've known you.
I've talked about a number of these characters quite a bit.
To be fair, yeah, that is true.
But do you remember which one?
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna switch to Thrawn. I think I'm gonna switch to Thrawn.
Switch to Thrawn?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna switch to Thrawn.
Let's remove my 5 least favorite characters from the board.
Okay. Yeah. Bye, Padme. Yeah, I figured. Okay. Yeah.
2 left.
2 guesses. Okay.
And all 3 of your previous guesses are still on the board, so you know me well enough.
That actually does make me feel good that those 3 are still on there. Because that would have been bad if like one of them had like gone after
if one of them
I
was
guessed
gone.
him. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you could stick with Thrawn. You could go back to one of the other 2. You could guess someone else completely.
Somebody else completely, right?
Because you do have 2 left, not 1.
Right. But see, I don't know if it's like so obvious that like your favorite show of Star Wars is Andor, and so of course your favorite character is gonna be Andor himself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, like at this point, now that like everybody else is, or that a majority of people are gone now, I really do feel like it's going to be one of those three. Like I don't feel like, yeah, I don't feel like guessing like another person completely at this point.
Yeah.
But am I gonna switch back to Andor or Fives? That's the question. Oh. Okay. Alright, I think I am going to switch back to Fives.
Back to Fives?
I think I'm gonna switch back to the Fives.
Final answer?
Yep, mm-hmm.
Alright. Let's remove my 5 least favorite characters from the board.
Okay.
And we'll do it even more slowly this time.
Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay.
One more to go.
Uh-huh. Okay. Alright. So the 3 are...
Final 6.
Yep, those 3 are still on there. So it didn't narrow it down for me. But...
Not at all.
But, at least I feel...
You don't have to swear either.
At least I feel better about still being on the right track.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have to swear. Hang on. Sorry, babe. 1 second.
I don't have to swear.
I gotta put the timer on. Shit. There we go. Okay.
Hang on.
Alright, 5 minutes starting now. No swearing. Okay. Hi, Gohan. Welcome on in. We are on the last question of Jono's Star Wars quiz. So far, I have gotten 24 correct. And,
Tension's high.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which I'm pretty proud about. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Although a lot of it was a guessing game, but hey. You know, I use some logic in some points, so...
Yeah. Which of these 6 is my favorite characters?
Okay.
Out of 40, go on.
Okay, so... Yeah, I really am... So it really is for me between Andor, Fives, and Thrawn. And so because of that, I'm trying to figure out how the fuck to narrow that down. Yeah, because currently I really am thinking Fives just because of your love of clones. Now that I know that Fives is a clone.
He's absolutely my favorite clone.
But is
Without a doubt.
But is he your favorite character? That's the question here. Okay. You know what? I think I am going to stick with Fives for right now. I think I am going to stick with Fives.
Well, this is your last guess.
Is
this
my last
guess?
This is my last... Oh, you're right. Yep. This is my last guess. Okay, you know what? Okay. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah. You know what? We're going to stick with Fives. We're going to stick with our boy Fives. Final answer.
So you're saying...
Let's... Yeah. We're going to... Yeah. I think I need to stop second guessing myself. Because that's gotten me in so much trouble in this quiz. And previous quizzes.
So you're guessing that Fives is my favorite Star Wars character?
Yes, I am.
Alright. So, let's get rid of my 5 least favorite characters.
Okay.
From the board.
Okay. I am so scared.
There goes Obi-Wan.
Yep. Bye-bye, Obi-Wan. No!
There goes Fives.
Shit!
These are my top 5 favorite characters, by the way. So, do you have 3 of my top 5 favorite characters? You know 3 of them, which is impressive.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it is gonna be Cassian, isn't it? Oh, it's not. Okay, thank God.
Cassian's 4th.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I'll give you half a point if one of your previous guesses is correct.
Okay. I'll take that. Okay.
Which is a 1 in 3 chance.
Yep. Oh my god, I'm so scared. Okay.
1 in 2 chance.
Okay. Okay.
And my favorite Star Wars character of all time is Dooku.
No! Fuck! No! Oh, shit. You know what? Good game.
Don't remember me talking about Dooku before? Like, a lot?
No. I'm so upset.
You know what I love in the character? You know, a very complex character, not just outright good or evil.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit of both always helps.
Yeah.
Which is why Thrawn and Dooku are top 2, because neither of them are really evil.
Yep.
Dooku, though,
Mm-hmm.
has the one thing that Thrawn doesn't, because Thrawn is an absolutely incredible character, one of the most intelligently written things in the entirety of media that I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
But he's missing that element that always makes a character for me, and that's tragedy.
Mm.
If a character is a tragic character, that's gonna swing it.
Yep. And Dooku has that for sure.
Yep.
Yep.
Because Dooku is Anakin's story done right from the start.
Right.
Because I was hooked in immediately by the fact that, you know, Anakin was Hayden Christensen, didn't know who that was.
Oh, did I say fuck when you revealed the answer?
You had... I think you did, yeah.
Okay, well, I have to put the 5 minutes on again because... Okay.
No.
Alright.
You know, obviously, as a kid, I didn't know who Ewan McGregor was.
Mm-hmm.
But I did know who Christopher Lee was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I did know who he was because of Kingdom Hearts.
Right.
So I had that connection immediately.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the incredible voice of Christopher Lee hooks you in straight away.
Right.
But then when I learned about his story, I was like, ooh, he is in my top 10 for sure. You know, of him being Qui-Gon's master, of him being Yoda's last Padawan, him being, you know, responsible for the clone army, and it was Qui-Gon's death that turned him.
Right.
I knew all that.
Yeah.
But then Tales of the Jedi came out and catapulted him to #1. Like, this is a shot of Dooku from Tales of the Jedi.
Okay. Yeah,
it shows him. Yeah, it shows him being, you know, conflicted about the goings on. Oh Christ, I'm tired. And then the 4th episode of Tales of the Jedi is just incredible because it shows Dooku's fall.
Yeah.
Because that episode is based. It's in the Phantom Menace, not before the Phantom Menace, like his other 2 are.
Okay.
This one is at the end of the Phantom Menace, right after Qui-Gon's been killed. And
Gotcha.
and he, you know, that's when he accepts Palpatine as his master, and he kills the Jedi Council member together.
Sure.
It's yeah. I know the scene. I know not just like the scene line for line of when he's reminiscing just after he's found out about Qui-Gon's death. But I know the music. The music is permanently in my head. It's just, oh god, Dooku's just so good.
Well.
Oh, it's the best.
I am a little upset with myself that I did not think of Dooku at all in those options. I mean, I obviously eliminated a lot of them immediately just because I know about you that you do like characters who kind of toe that line, and so a lot of them I could eliminate for that purpose.
Ahsoka is like the only exception.
But yeah.
Really.
Damn. Okay. Well, I'm glad that at least my guesses were in the top of your list and not at the bottom.
Oh yeah, you did get 3 of my top 5.
Yep. So, I'll take that at least. I mean, you did get Thrawn and 5.
Thrawn 5, genuine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cassian as well. Fucking love Cassian.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was just kind of a given with me since you love Andor so much.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, this was quite a time, and I did get, like I said, I got 24 correct answers.
Yeah, 24 out of 40. Really not bad.
Yeah. No, I will take that. That is more than half.
All right.
So yeah, well, thank you, Jono. Like I said, for doing this and creating this, and this was really fun. Yeah. I learned a lot, and like I said, and seriously, like I do feel the need to, like, you know, go back and watch the trilogies again, and then, you know, go from there.
You're gonna watch Tales of the Jedi now as well, aren't you?
Right. Yeah. No. Seriously, like I have to.
You're gonna watch Tales of the Jedi.
I'll have to catch up on the shows too, because there are a lot of the shows that have come out within the past few years that I just have not been able to watch yet. Yeah. But they are on my list. They're there. So.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's 60%. Yeah, exactly. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Well, thank you.
That's pretty good.
I appreciate it. It is about that time that I need to kind of wind down and end. So.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna need to turn my mic off.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. So I'm gonna go ahead and head out. Thank you, and I love you too. And yeah, you're the best, bud. I appreciate you so much. And yeah, we will have to do something like this again. And that was my timer again, so...
I have no idea what else I can quiz you on, to be honest, since Star Wars are done.
That is true. Maybe maybe in a couple of years I can take this again and see if I still remember shit.
I can make up a new one. Yeah.
Or make up a new one. Right, exactly. Alright, well, thank you, Jonathan. I will talk with you later.
Bye.
Bye. Alright, friends. It is time for me make a quiz. And I did, Gohan, I did see that you redeemed no swearing too, so I'll go ahead and start while we're kind of wrapping things up, I will start the timer for you as well. But thank